So you guys already are in hell. We're skipping ahead past whatever you want. No.
Wait, what?
I'm getting real bored.
What?
We're skipping to chapter 5. Okay, you guys ready?
No!
Mm-hmm.
No. Previously on Descent into Avernus, you guys spent some time on the road trip, leaving Baldur's Gate to head towards Candlekeep, which we now have this lovely little map of. Um, the general areas that you guys were in for Candlekeep. You headed on the road with Falister Fisk, Rhea Mantelmorn, as well as good old Mortimer von Noenstein in tow to kind of find out what the heck is going on with this puzzle box. Um, really just to try and help Rhea out because she seemed to be kind of dismayed about what was going on, and apparently this puzzle box had some sort of truth or evidence that would enlighten her as to what might have happened to El Terrell. So you guys went down the path, had a wagon with some horses uh, that Falister Fisk got you, and just had some good old days of travel. The Shield talked a lot to Harlan, telling him how cool he was, really, getting his ego up there, making sure, they're good buddies. As Cap stared at the Shield angrily in the distance, and he had a pretty uneventful trip for the most part. At some point during the journey, Rhea kind of gave you guys a little bit of background as to what happened with El Terrell in the past, the Hell Riders and their very fate, and how they followed Zariel into the Nine Hells, and those who it was a disastrous campaign, and those that returned completely dismayed. But it was something she aspired to be a Hell Rider, and to see El Terrell fall and disappear on the horizon was kind of a horrifying sight for her. Um, but listening to her story, it seemed like a lot of you guys were pretty moved and decided that Rhea was someone worth helping. And in her quest to save, it sounded like she wants to save El Terrell in some way. If that could even be done, if there's some way to do it, that's what she wants to do. And you guys kind of told her that you would aid in that regard. Eventually, on the road, you ran afoul of a seemingly innocuous farmer who kind of blocked the roadway with his quote unquote damaged cart, which the wheel was just taken off of it. And were beset by a devil, a winged devil. I don't think you guys ever found out what kind of devil it was. And went into combat with it, as well as three rather hardy goons that kind of got some good licks on Cap and a few others. Um, but with some magic and swords and Rhea going full anime protagonist, uh, you guys managed to not only take out all of these ne'er do wells, but the demon or the devil as well, uh, who apparently were just trying to retrieve the shield of the Hidden Lord. The shield, of course, was, basically begging Harlan to retrieve him and save him, and these people will use him for evil. Please help. But you guys managed to keep the shield out of their hands and dispatch the devil, who just kind of bamfed back to, you assume, Avernus. Um, with them defeated, you guys continued onward to Candlekeep. In Candlekeep, you were there to meet up with Silvera, who was a magister of some regard that Falister Fisk was hired by to find the puzzle box in the first place. So he kind of got you guys into Candlekeep by presenting a book at the little gatehouse before you guys were entered into the city. He asked you guys to head off to the hearth down here to just kind of hang out, get a little lay of the land, as he wanted to go to Solaris Tower to speak to her prior to bringing you all with the puzzle box, to make sure everything was okay. You guys hung out there, didn't talk to too many people, just kind of got a general vibe for the area. Bunch of nerds, mostly, is what you observed, as this is like a magical scholar's keep, more or less. Um, and then eventually, Alistair Fisk rejoined you guys, took you to Savara, who was very grabby when it came to the puzzle box, just kind of snatched it from you and began to inspect it immediately. Whereupon she began to tell you generally what she believed the plot was with Thavius Craig. So you guys, she basically told you that she believed that Thavius Krieg was behind whatever happened to Elturel, and that what was in this puzzle box would prove it. And she very quickly and astutely uh, seemed to break this puzzle box open. And inside of it, you guys found what appeared to be a contract or a copy of a contract that described that he, being the High Overseer of Elturel, swore to his master Zariel, the Lord of Avernus, to essentially have the people of Elturel take an oath. And that oath, anyone who took it would be committed to the fight in Avernus against the demons that she is waging. So it's basically they were bound by this oath to defend the city, and then in 50 years after the oath, after the initiation of that contract, the companion, which was the orb that protected El Terrell, would return to Avernus with the city. It also made the mention of a device known as the Solar Incendiator, which again was later called the Companion. Uh, with that damning information in tow, Rhea was taken quite aback by this revelation that not only was Thavius Krieg not who she thought he was, but he also condemned Elturel to damnation. But you guys managed to cheer her up a bit, and ultimately, Savira also made mention that the shield that you were carrying was some sort of devil by the name of Gargoth. And it's basically laid out that this guy's a devil so shitty that he got kicked out of hell. Uh, and failed to do what he was supposed to do and was punished for it. With this realization in mind, there was some contemplation as to whether or not you should keep the shield. So I basically told you, devils work under contracts. If you want, I could broker a contract for you guys. And the shield, kind of breaking its veneer a little bit, was basically pleading with Harlan, telling him, hey, I will follow you to hell. I will serve you loyally. I will help you do your cause, complete your cause, as long as you bring me there. That's all. That's all I desire. Bring me there and then free me once you're done. And I believe Max was kind of considering it, like thinking of ways to maneuver to just get a contract done to protect everyone in the best way possible. But ultimately, Harlan would look to Rhea, and Rhea was willing to bargain, to do anything, it seemed, to save El Terrell, even make a deal with this evil entity. But Harlan was not willing to do so. He released the shield, and Savira basically bamfed it off to an extra dimensional space and said, good on you, good job. Devils can be tricky, so probably not worth the risk. Uh, she also granted Harlan a different shield, not nearly as powerful, of course, but another shield, just so he's
Aura's
shieldless. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't speak to you either. It's quite quiet. There's no one talking in your head.
So fucking lame.
Meanwhile, while this whole adventure has been going on, Derva has been going through a bit of a trip as she has been in communication with a entity that she learned to be named Xanarath. She found that her some of the abilities that her key gave her let her see messages on a piece of paper, which she's now kind of become attached to, I would say. And she's been communing with this entity to try and find a proper course and seemingly striking some manner of friendship with it, as it merely told her that it wants what she wants and that they should just have fun. That's the most important thing, is to have fun, and that she's on the right path. Um, so that's where Derva's at currently. And once you guys have completed all this, I believe Zara was going to send you off to Trexagore. Oh, I can't forget, you guys also procured 2 horses, Mocha and Chino. You recruited them to your merry band for however long those will live. Who knows? Horses, an expendable commodity of the D&D universe.
No.
I think that the horses shall be hanging out at the smithy and stables while we are in Avernus.
In Candlekeep.
Yes,
Fair
in
enough.
Candlekeep.
Wait, is that
I
in
think
there?
that-
Oh,
yes, it's right next to the bathhouse. So,
Yeah, Smithy and
you know, logistically, it does not make sense for us to
To
take
take
Mocha
a couple
and
of
Tina
horses to hell.
into hell where they will burn up.
commune them
yes,
into
Max
pony
is gonna-
ties.
Yes, Max is going to
which
make
is
the call.
all the better
Get one of them.
because I forgot to mention to you that the means by which you will be traveling to Trexagore's Tower is by Griffinback. So you will
Oh.
not be needing horses anyway.
Harry
As
Potter
Silvira basically tells you that she's got a much faster means of travel to get there than going by foot, because the longer El Terrell is in the Nine Hells, the worse it's going to get for them. So the sooner you guys get to Traxagore, the better. So she was going to give you guys the opportunity to take Griffins to leave. I forgot to mention that last time, so I wanted to start by mentioning that. And I think we were just where you guys were leaving, just for the moment, her tower for any other business you might have in Candlekeep.
Well, I suggest that Max should get a bath before we leave,
Mhm.
just because we don't know the next time we'll see a bathhouse since we're descending into hell.
Are you
Yes,
saying that she
absolutely.
smells?
No,
No, I just know my best friend Morty. Don't go there.
Max.
Because I was going to say
Morty.
she doesn't smell.
She
Aw, it's so
this is the last
sweet,
time
Morty.
she can get a bath, Morty. I think that she should take it. She loves being clean. I know my best friend.
Was
Right.
Cap successful in improving his shield last time?
Did we do a roll on it? I think it was. Did we do another roll on it or no? I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
So go ahead and make a smithing tools check for me, because I think that's what we used last time. So it should just be a your wisdom. Correct.
Oh, just
Or
a
you have-
wisdom check.
Do you have the tool proficiency? First, I think you do, because you're forge cleric, correct?
I'm a forge cleric. I don't remember if that gives me proficiency for it.
It should. 'Cause
Yeah,
it should give you the
yeah,
tools
heavy
and
armor and
proficiency.
smith's tools. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it'd be wisdom plus your proficiency bonus. We'll say you spent some time on the road trying to work on the shield more.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay. Nice. Yeah, you succeed after some time working on your ever creepily growing bone shield.
It's
What
beautiful.
should we do with this? I'll have to make this a custom item for you. But
Okay.
what I'm going to say is that this shield, you've reinforced the bones to the point where you get resistance to piercing damage.
Oh.
Nice.
What is it? That's just
I'll
half
throw-
when it attacks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so piercing damage hits him while he's got his shield equipped. So you have to have it in your offhand. You have resistance to piercing.
That's cool.
Man, you did what exactly I was thinking of, because I was just like, He's got bones on there. Make it like a skeleton shield.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking last time. I'm imagining like a heat warped, kind of like hunky steel shield that has like the iridescence of heated, like freshly heated steel, and with like charred bones like embedded into it.
Oh.
Ironically, though, you're a forge cleric that now fears hammers.
What? I fear hammers? Since when?
Oh, since when?
Bludgeoning damage.
Oh. That's next.
Well, the reason I said piercing is because classically skeletons don't hold up well against bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Also, we've
Nice.
been going
Very
against a
nice.
bunch of imps that surprisingly are stingy and piercing.
Yeah,
Right.
could help. Could be very useful.
They
And
they did do like freaking 19 points of damage in like one roll or something.
it's mostly
Remember,
to be
it's
fair,
gone.
it's the poison more so than the piercing.
That's fair.
It's not the sting,
True.
it's the horrible poison coursing through your veins as a result of it.
Yes.
Harlan walks up to Cap. He's like,
Let's
"Whoa,
get
cool
the
shield,
fire."
man. You next time you should try hammering some poisonous frogs on there."
I don't think that's how that works.
Morty, stop. That's totally how it works.
All right, if you say so. Yikes!
All right.
Poor Morty.
I guess if they're taking a bath and he's bludgeoned with a shield, I guess
I'm not
Harlan's
taking
contemplating. Well, you're probably
It's
near
just Max.
Max,
a bath. No.
No.
but
This is a distraction.
Harlan doesn't really care. He's just wandering around. He's seeing people do random shit before we leave, so he's like, "Well, we're going to hell." He goes to. I guess he's looking for equipment shops if there's any, or I guess he goes to the smithy. He's just looking to burn his cash because he's just like, what the fuck am I going to use money in hell for?
Fair point. Rhea will
cat.
tag along with Harlan, because he seems to be like mission focused. So Rhea will follow Harlan. Mortimer will follow whomever will let Mortimer follow him.
I sneaky. You can't be with me.
I think
All right.
normally Harlan would be pretty chummy with like, hey, Morty, come on, let's go look some cool shit. But like, he really is like being stoic right now.
He's falling for her.
He what?
He's falling for her.
Mhm.
No,
Derva's
She's like
poor.
12.
Derva knows love.
what? No. He's just focused on trying to keep his mind off of like being toyed with by a demon, a devil that wasn't a shield, because he still can't really fathom that he so easily was swayed by an evil entity inside of a shield just because of how cool that fucking thing looked. And at the same time, he's also juggling in his mind why he would have offered to bear a curse for somebody he barely knows, even though he's growing to know her and really wanting to assist her. He just can't believe he almost violated his own morals to do such a thing. So he's just like very contemplating, very not acknowledging a lot of stuff around him. He's just very mission focused right now.
All right.
And so Max, when she was in the steam house, she made Morty come along with her because she found yet again an amazing masseuse and paid for Marty to get a massage. So, or Morty, so he's getting taken care of.
All right. You could spend a gold to
Yep,
get
almost 10 gold.
Mortimer a.
Mhm.
Oh, thank God!
Yep.
Thank
There you go, Morty.
thank you, Max. I don't care if anybody says you're scary. I think you're nice.
Wish Derva was there to
Max
glare
is-
at him.
You're not there.
I'm not there.
No.
I love Morty.
Leroy hisses at Morty.
Thank you, Leroy. They were in spirit.
All right, I know what I'm about. Welcome to the masseuse. The halfling lad scampers off. Again, a reminder that Mortimer is a halfling, so he's a short fellow.
This masseuse's
Oh, I
hands
don't need
are
a
like his whole
reminder.
body.
Mortimer is firmly in my head as a gnome.
Mini HP.
All right. So that's what Max and Mortimer are up to. Cap's working on the shield. We got Harlan going with Rhea to the Smithian stables. And what is Derva up to?
What is Derva up to? All right.
Oh, geez.
So Derva would have, on our walk over, knowing that Max is going to be safe in the bathhouse with Morty and Cap, wherever he's at. Derva wants to whisper to her key to walk in the shadows with me. So she is invisible. Stealth with, what'd you say? My footsteps are silent. So I'm,
You're not invisible. You have
yeah,
silent
I'm
footsteps and
silent
advantage on
footsteps.
subjects.
Yes. And basically into the shadows, like, my assumption would be something, but I do want to ask the key or the paper. After I say only blind I see, is there a place of interest that I should be checking out for maybe some information on this Avernus place that we're going to that would help keep us safe?
All right. First of all, give me a stealth check as you're
Got my
trying to
sheet.
pull away from everybody and wander away and be unseen by other people, I assume. Okay. You can roll again if you'd like. You do have advantage.
Oh, that's right.
All right, 22. You skulk into the shadows, silently walking into an obscure alleyway. People barely even, no one even really takes note of you as part of the group you were previously in. You just kind of disappear as if you almost weren't even there before. As you slink into the shadows and beseech the paper, you look at the piece of paper, and again you see that there's just random lines all over it, and slowly they start to like turn and alter until finally they just read out the word Avernus.
So it's not giving me anything. Um,
It doesn't seem to think there's anything of interest here.
okay. Then I guess the only thing that I would want to look at is like any chapel or if that temple is like of, I don't know, sacred.
Yeah, you
This.
can you definitely easily spy a temple in the area on the map here. It's this little chapel. It's you see because you watch as Rhea and Harlan are heading directly up this building, and your part of your other group's just headed over here. So everyone's kind of in the same general area as you slip to the what appears to be some sort of temple. You see there's a let me see here. You see there's four large stone gargoyles that perch on cornices that gaze down protectively over the top of this chapel. Um, and it seems to be a just well adorned chapel here. And let me see what the religious symbol looks like.
No one's
You
in
would
here, or are there
see
people in here?
there's people.
Okay.
It's got what appears to be a robed individual out at the front, kind of at the door, greeting people who come in.
Okay.
I gotta see what is the double check the symbol. And you see what appears to be a symbol on a banner that is like a rolled out scroll. just kind of like the visage of like a rolled out scroll with a circular symbol around it.
All right.
And you can do a religion check if you'd like. Everyone knows her deities for whatever reason.
I'm poor.
Yes, your poorness led you to this.
It's just everything is because you're poor.
Yeah,
That's
the
what
reason
she
why.
thinks.
Yep.
That's the reason why I'm good at anything is because I'm poor and I've had to live for it.
She's received charity from parishioners of this deity before.
Look,
Because
we're
of
all
her
pretty much
poorness.
poor besides Max.
I'm not
You-
poor.
yeah, he's
Harlan's
not
not
poor.
poor anymore.
Not
Harlan's
anymore,
rich.
you're not.
I'm poor. Look, I had a shit bucket growing up.
You would know the symbol to be the symbol of Agma. Agma is kind of a more neutral deity. Their areas are inspiration, invention, and knowledge. Often a patron of like bards, ironically, throughout Faerun.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, and that's probably what you would know, just being in the circle of like other bards and going to any sort of like bardic learning. You would have learned about Agma being just kind of like a patron deity that a lot of bards subscribe to. He's
Oh.
classically depicted as a being playing a lute.
I guess my other thought process behind kind of sneaking around was, what's her face? The lady that we just saw. I had it somewhere, but yeah, that lady that we just saw had mentioned that people who go back, they don't come back, correct? Like they've never had anyone come back.
From the Nine Hells?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. Then I guess I would kind of like run my fingers along like anywhere, seeing if there's anything about it here.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Fuck me.
You begin to like kind of search the exterior of the Temple of Agma and the surrounding area to see if there's like any sort of like infernal runes or nefarious tidings, and you don't come up with anything. It seems like a normal building.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would just head back.
You go to rejoin your compatriots. Meanwhile, we'll jump back.
I want to say,
Go
is there
ahead.
anything on the way back that I like? Could I like listen to people in the streets for what they're talking about?
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Because I feel like not many people are allowed into this place. So when people are allowed in, maybe there's talk.
Dervahl, the
You-
social engineer.
Social engineer. She's socially hacking them. Watch. As she wanders the court of air, she downloads all the information. No.
I have a scanner.
You're walking around through the court of air, and there's plenty of people about in this town. There's quite a bit of foot traffic, plenty of people here, and you're listening specifically for anything about devils and
Or the sunken city.
Avernus, El
Avernus,
Terrell,
yeah.
and you do overhear some casual conversation of like people talking about how El Terrell's disappeared, and all that's left is a crater, and it's just such a strange arcane phenomenon. And there's a lot of like those coffee shop wizards really postulating about what might have been the cause of it, but no like insidious plot or anything of that nature. Just people just with the very academic curiosity about the whole event. Maybe not even caring specifically about the people.
Yeah.
You know.
These people suck. Okay.
Nervous over in the corner just going, these people don't even know.
I know so much. I don't know. How do these people not understand? I don't understand. I'm going fucking crazy. Yep, I'm good now. That's all I wanted to see.
Okay. All right. So Harlan, you are headed over to the Smithian stables. At this point, I assume you guys are the ones taking Mocha and Chino to the stables.
Yeah, I guess.
Since no one else took responsibility for them.
Oh, we have to take care of them too? I just wanted them.
Yeah, because
They didn't just hand the reins to some stable boy as they like sauntered into town.
well, I would imagine that because Harlan just noticed everyone else kind of fuck off, and after the lady was like, "You're gonna take some griffins to get there," he's just like, "Well, okay." He bamps his steed away because he can't take it with him, but it's not a real horse, so he just bamps it away until he needs it again, and then
You
he
could
takes
make it wait outside for forever.
yeah, and then he goes. I mean, he'll summon it in hell again. Don't worry about it. He's gonna summon
Right.
his horse now.
So,
But yeah, he's just taking the horses there, and then he heads to the smithy to see if there's any equipment to peruse, and I guess just blows wad on.
Gross.
okay.
Ew.
Heading over to the smithy here. Let me double check. You find that this smithy is run. You enter and you see kind of this red-haired, bearded and braided beard with all these like kind of metal bands in it. Dwarven individual is kind of at the anvil working on a blade, and you see like several other like you know people wearing leather smocks and things like that who are also assisting in the creation of some things.
Ooh.
And as you're approaching with a couple of horses, he goes, "Gardy, we got some people with horses. Take care of them real quick." And a young woman, half elven looking young woman, runs up to you and says, "Can I take your horses? Are you looking to stable them or?"
Harlan nods affirmingly.
Oh, how long will they be here?
Harlan's just how long does one go to hell for?
Uh, the young girl looks at you, a bit perplexed.
The time it takes to hell and
Um,
back.
and Rhea will just lean in and go, I'm sure a week will be fine. She'll look to Harlan.
Sure. What's the rate for stabling a horse for a week?
It's just going to be it's 2 silvers a day for each horse, so a week. It would
Harlan puts
be,
down
and you
2
see her trying
platinum.
real hard at math. Oh, yep. Okay, that
Harlan
works.
puts down 2 platinum, and he's just like, we might be gone longer. I hope this can cover costs for a while.
Of course, we'll take care of them. And she takes the horses off, and we'll take them out to the stables and hand you basically like a little slip for the 2 horses.
Put that
Cool.
on your front dash.
Yeah,
I put it in bag of holding because that's where everything goes now.
you drop the slip of mocha and chino into your bag of holding. Be sure to add that to your inventory.
I'm gonna put a piece of paper that says mochaccino on it.
There you go.
I'm gonna call it the Starbucks receipt. That way I know I
Starbucks
Oh,
receipt. There you go. But yeah, she takes the horses off, and you see it's pretty open area, the smithy. And there's the dwarf who seems to be in charge, hammering away.
Harlan approaches the smithy dudes.
He stops
Looking for
and
wares.
he kind of has these heavier gloves off, and he wipes some sweat off his brow and takes his gloves off, looks at you. Aye. You're looking for wares, specifically anything you're looking to get?
He just sternly looks at him. He's like, whatever you have that could help me in my fight against hell.
All right. He turns away for a second and goes,
Like, oh
"So
shit.
you're going to fight hell, are you?"
Yes, specifically to Avernus.
All right. Always the crazy ones come here. And he starts to look through his stock. And he
And he's
says,
like, Harlan's just like, I used to have a talking shield, but I don't have it anymore.
"Oh, that's nice. There, good to know that you had a talking shield. Right. Mm-hmm.
And Harlan's
Oh.
just staring through everybody now because he's just like in the back of his head.
Oh, I'm gonna roll something.
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't notice. So, says, well, if you're going to fight the denizens of hell, I suppose silver blades might be of use. I have some of those. I have a few silver-tipped arrows, might be of use.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about what I've got.
I'll take the arrows. What kind of blades you got? What are those blades?
I have a couple of long swords made, and then I have a great sword here. And let's see what else I got here. A glaive. I've got a glaive made up.
Ooh. The hell's a glaive?
Like a war,
It's like a
like an
It's like a
sword
Illidan
with a
pole
sword?
sword on the
arm.
tip.
Hey,
Like Illidan.
it's a versatile weapon with reach, laddie. In the parlance of the game you're playing right now.
Slash heavy reach two-handed. It's versatile.
Look at this.
Like it's technically versatile in terms of one-handed / two-handed alteration.
Let them double check. It might just be a reach weapon. Oh, I'm sorry. Heavy reach two-handed. My bad.
Okay.
Might be thinking of an older version.
You rustled my jimmies there by saying versatile.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no.
It rustled my jimmies there.
It's a two-handed whapping stick.
Two-handed whapping stick.
Well, how many long swords you got?
I have two.
I'll take them. Also, I have 3 long swords that I don't want anymore. Do you want them?
Let me see them.
I pull out the 3 long swords that we looted from the shield bandits.
He will inspect them. And I'm just gonna roll let me here. Just roll a d20 on this, shall we? Just one more.
Oof.
They're pretty beat up. And he looks at him and goes, I guess I could note them down for scrap if you don't want them.
How much would that scrap be worth?
Gold piece.
You know what? Don't even worry about it. He just says, "Here, take them."
All right. As far as the long swords, you said you wanted the arrows as well?
Yeah, long swords and arrows. I guess I'll take 2 long swords and the sword arrows.
All right, arrows. So I could give you 20 of these arrows I've got made. It'll cost you 101 gold pieces.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Okay. And then the long swords. Let me look at my book. D&D Beyond. Oh, there we go. Those are each 115 gold. So for the 2 of them, you're looking at 230.
But I'm just gonna delete one of these long swords in my bag and mark the other 2 as silvered.
All right. And you have 20 silvered arrows. Silver tipped arrows.
Silver tipped. All right, so those are updated.
Right. Well, anything else I can do for you?
Is there an armor around here somewhere? Not just.
Oh, yeah, I sell
weapons.
armor as well. You need
What do
armor?
you got? What do you got?
Mostly your basic armors, your chainmail. I've got a set of plate, half plate.
What does the half plate do?
A half plate is going to be, I believe it's a medium armor. Yeah, it's a medium armor. AC is 15. Plus your, I think it's +2. You can get up to +2 on dex, so it could be up to 17.
Wait, so the dex thing. So my
Yeah.
chainmail right now is AC 16.
Right. So chainmail. Hold on, let me tell you here. Chainmail is also it's a heavy armor.
Yeah, my
So it's
chainmail's
just
heavy armor.
Yeah, so that's flat 16. You don't get any of your dex bonus with heavy armor.
Okay. So my dex bonus is a +1. So if I got the half
The
plate,
half plate, it'd be 16 still.
okay, but I would I no longer have stealth disadvantage?
You would still have disadvantage on stealth.
Gotcha.
It's clinky metal plates.
Clanky.
The only thing that would probably be an upgrade for you is plate armor. Yeah. Plate armor
How does
would
that
be 18 AC.
How does that affect movement at all?
You're proficient with heavy armor and you're very strong, so it wouldn't affect you.
Okay, so I'll just buy the plate armor then.
All right, set of plate armor that's going to run you 1,500 gold.
Ooh, do I actually have? No, I don't. Shit. Damn. Harlan can't. He weeps in poorness now.
He weeps in porn.
He weeps and pours. He didn't.
I feel like Durva.
No, he's just like, no, he's not then. He didn't realize it was gonna be that expensive. He's just super. He doesn't show it. He's just like, you know what? It's whatever.
Is somebody crying?
Weapons are good.
Turf in the distance. Is somebody crying?
I think I hear somebody crying and poor.
Oh, you know, the other thing I could get you, if plate's a bit too steep for you, I've got some split armor. It's heavy armor, if that's what you're looking for. That's only going to run you 200 gold pieces.
What does that do?
17 AC.
17. What type of armor is it? Does it look cool?
Splint. So like splint. So the way like splint armor looks, it's like essentially it's like these plates, like metal plates that are banded together with leather.
It's kind of like scale.
Yeah, a little bit like scale.
It's just giant fucking scale armor.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish.
Okay, that looks kind of cool. Harlan will go for it.
Oh, okay.
Right. I mean, the defense is what you're after, but I guess you're looking for coolness. So if you want to wait a day, I could like put a sweet decal in it for you for another 50 gold.
A giant.
That's fine.
Or
I found the armor set that he's about to purchase.
Harlan's just like, I don't think I can wait that long, but thank you though.
All right. Well, if you find yourself in a place where you can wait and you want like some cool, sweet decals, and he kind of points back to one that looks like a dragon with sunglasses that he did. Just let me know. It's kind of like a hobby of mine.
You said a dragon with sunglasses?
Yeah, dragon with sunglasses.
Does Harlan's aberrant mark singe at the sight of dragon coolness?
Yeah, if you feel a slight warmth of that's cool on your hands.
Oh my god!
All right, if Harlan wants that, Max will give him the extra gold for it because he needs that in his life.
I think it's worth
it's time.
I can afford. I can afford the armor. It's just the time that we don't want to spend on it.
Yeah, but this one's already made.
No, he has to put it on him.
Oh,
he said it would take a day.
It's like a sample at a tattoo shop, it's on the wall.
Yeah, damn it. Oh.
And now that you look back
Those
there,
are-
there's all sorts of different random like inscribed like metalworks. They're like one looks like a sleeping cat. Another one looks like a kobold on you don't know what it is, but it's a kobold on a skateboard. You have no idea what the kobold's riding on. It's some sort of piece of wood with wheels.
Does it have a candle on its head?
No,
Oh,
it's not that
Damn.
kind of kobold.
Damn.
These aren't Warcraft kobolds.
Yeah, these
These
are
are-
D&D kobolds.
Damn.
These are
Kobolds are small dragonkin.
yeah, these are small lizard folks, not small rat folks.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if there's a Murloc appearing thing. Alright.
Is there a party wizard?
Oh,
There's a party wizard of some variety.
Harlan in
there.
the back of
There's
his
a lot of
mind.
stuff. There's
he's
like
just
there's a wolf howling at a moon, that
Oh,
kind
God.
of thing.
he would love Moon Moon.
Moon,
Yeah.
moon. I
Moon,
feel
moon.
like the party wizard would like shimmer in the
Moon
light
Moon.
and change colors as you move it in the light.
And that wouldn't cost 200 gold.
Special. Special.
I wanna say that Harlan in the back of his mind, he's just like, Cap's pretty cool with this shit. Maybe he can inscribe something for me.
Oh
Party
hell yeah,
wizard.
he can.
Like, cause he's like he's seen what he's been doing with the shield. He's just like, nah, Cap's got this. We can do that in hell.
Oh, you know what I
So
just
was the
noticed?
splint?
Never mind. He's there.
How much was the splint armor? 200, you said.
200 gold pieces.
All right.
It's shocking how much cheaper that is for one.
I know
AC.
it's so weird for 1 AC.
I was like,
But-
okay, here you go.
And honestly, splint armor looks badass, so I'm good. Are there any cloaks? Actually, there's probably a clothier elsewhere because that's cloth shit.
If you're looking for a clothier, he'll like point way across the way. The erudite outfitters and clothiers, they've got stuff for you.
God,
They're
Harlan's just like, man, I don't
nothing
know
that's
walking
cool
there.
and embroidered though.
He's just like, I wish I had a Banff my horse right now.
Excuse me?
Banff made it go away.
Oh, right.
I can summon magical horses.
Of course you can. Lots of people summon magical things here. I get
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
Do I still have stealth?
Right.
There was a man on a unicorn, I think, just the other day.
Oh my god.
So
Um,
Do I still have
so
stealth?
yeah,
in
you're
the
sneaking
meantime-
around, Derva. Sorry, go ahead, man.
In the meantime, Max had actually been thinking about like a cloak or a
Yeah.
like a hooded cloak. So once she was done with her bath, she headed over to the erudite thing. Probably will meet Harlan there, and maybe she'll run into Derva at some point in time. See through her stealth.
Harlan
You'll
was
have it
also
there.
double checking and making sure if there's anything for Rhea there because he wants to make sure she's well cared.
I think
Let me see what Ray's got.
Derva, sneaky little bitch.
I'm just
Um,
thinking, picturing as I'm walking from the temple to the bathhouse, I hear him say cloaked, and you just see Derva fucking stealthily running across the courtyard.
Despite how quiet you're being, you're very visible in broad daylight, running to the clothier.
Max sees her and is like, Derva, get over here.
What do I do?
This is Derva sneaking across the courtyard.
You can't hear
I
my
mean, it's
footsteps
busy.
at
It's not
all.
like throngs of people.
Unfortunately, because Derva is giggling like a little imbecile, Max hears her.
It's for my call.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is
But
totally you right
to
there.
answer your question, Harlan, Rhea kind of checks her equipment. She's already got the sword that you got her, and she says, "I appreciate it, but you've already gotten me enough, and I think I'm well equipped."
He's just Harlan's just like, I gotta spend it before I go to hell. I can't take it with you.
True. I don't know if it'll be of use down there, so it's pretty wise to get supplies while we can. Might want to grab some extra food, things like that, as well, while we're out.
Harlan really wants to eat the blood of his enemies, but that makes more sense.
The fuck?
Maybe
What?
he can get a little necklace and with a little chain that has he can put the blood of his enemies and sip on it every now and then.
Hip flask. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
A hip flask of blood.
Oh,
Mhm.
gross.
Disgusting.
Harlan's gonna, he's like, I think he's done here, so he's gonna head over towards the clothiers.
You
'Cause,
see
I guess
fucking
because he sees
Derva.
Max. He
You
sees
guys,
Max walking over there. But also, if there's a Spencer gift somewhere, he's gonna stop there too.
Does
What-
does Cap notice Harlan's new armor by chance?
oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's gonna go get some of that armor, and
okay.
possibly a chunk of silver so he can silver his mace.
Are you talking
Okay.
to Harlan right now?
No, he's just like having internal dialogue and making a decision internally to go. He sees you with your new armor and your silver sword, so he gets an idea like that's a really good idea. He's gonna go buy a splint armor and a chunk of silver to silver his mace, if possible.
Do you have money?
He was like,
Yeah,
he looks
money.
Yeah, it is money. We
good.
got paid.
I mean, I'm just saying, if like you need money, you could probably ask Harlan for money.
Derva's
Yeah, I
now
got
about
money. I
here.
got just enough money to buy a splint armor and
We're
probably
totally
some
gonna make it to hell this session, guys.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Bax is at the outfitter. She just
Never
wants
take
to.
us to a mall.
I know, right? Seriously, she's
Derva's now at the
Blame Crafty.
clothiers.
Blame Crafty.
she has she has her coffee in her hand. Her horses are stabled. She's freshly clean. She feels nice and fresh, but she knows she's heading to hell, and wants a hooded cloak to protect herself. And
Yeah.
probably one for Derva, because Derva's gonna need, because she's not very sneaky. So
What are you talking about? I just bamped across this courtyard with nobody seeing me.
Max saw
All right.
you,
So,
so I
Uh,
was
w-
available there before, so we
and,
can get done real quick.
okay, cool. And then Harlan, you were going to grab something else, you said, on the way there, or
I was gonna get a cloak too, I guess, just in case.
Okay.
For
you
cool
guys all
factor.
meet up at the Erudite Outfitters and Clothiers. Cap
Yeah.
goes off to the smithy and stables. Cap, as you approach the smithy and stables, you see like the dwarf I described previously. Back to work. He sees you approaching, and he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, so I'd like to purchase some of that fine splint armor that I saw you sell my compatriot over there.
Oh, excellent. I've got one more set, so you're in luck.
Perfect.
And he'll go back and he'll grab another set of splint mail and hand it on over. 200 gold pieces, please.
Yep. I hand it over, and then I ask him if he's interested in buying my chainmail armor.
He'll look at your chainmail.
Wait, are you
Let's
just
see.
stripping down in front of him? Like just taking
He
it
sure
all off?
did. Yep. He's just there in his ponies.
I can
That's
see
fine.
that
If you
white
want to
ass from
change
over
into the
here.
armor, I don't care.
No bones, no
This
shame.
is Skyrim rules, okay?
Is that a picture of a ponytail on his butt?
No, it's
Cap,
bones.
Cap moons the visibly onlooking crowd.
He'll say, for that, I'll say 150 gold for the split mail.
for the chainmail, he'll give me.
No, I'll give you the splint mail for 150 gold plus the chain mail.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Aye.
So Cap hands over the chainmail and 150 gold.
All right, that'll work. And he'll go ahead and put the chainmail aside.
He also asks about a hunk of silver.
Silver. I do have silver. If you're just looking for a bar of it, I could sell you one for 100 gold.
I'm not sure Cap quite has that much. He's looking just to tip the tip of his mace with it.
Just a tip.
Are you? What is your purpose for it?
To infuse my mace so that it's.
Oh, okay. You just need
potent against
materials. Are you a smith?
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, all right. Yeah, if you want some silver, let's see. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage.
Persuasion. That one.
Nice.
That one.
21. He'll go, well, if it's between smiths, here. He'll pull out enough silver to silver your weapon. Say 65 gold.
Beautiful. He hands over 65 gold. Thank you very much, sir.
Aye. Do you need any fine scribbling? And he'll point to the
Oh, jeez.
various random scribblings on metal. They're fine work, but something you could easily do.
No, Cap thanks him for his fine work and bids him good day.
All right. Puts his gloves back on and gets back to work. Meanwhile, at the erudite outfitters and clothiers,
Derva's a little
you
child with her
guys,
eyes wide.
you guys
And
come upon a building that is filled to the brim with various robes, garments. It appears there's a couple of people on staff who are measuring some people to take down orders. And there is a very fine-looking human man, kind of well-kept black hair, goatee, who is kind of overseeing everything.
all right. Well, Max strolls in. She knows that the time for them to head to hell is they're running out of time. So she's very matter of fact. Says, "I need a cloak with a hood. And I need it now."
No, you need a cloak with a hood when you need it now. You've come to the
do.
right place. That's great. Oh, and he gets to look at you and immediately reads you as a noble.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
like,
I should have said Derva.
oh, right. If you're looking to buy some cloaks and things of that nature, I can definitely get you some of the finest cloaks, my lady.
I look at Max
I'm
and
not-
say, "Can I get a blue one with silver like my mom, please? Please?
I have blue ones with silver.
Please,
Max
Max?"
does that like long sigh of a parent looking down at their child. He's like, "Shush now. How much will that cost?"
Oh, for a finely embroidered blue silver cloak, merely a couple of gold pieces, two gold.
Okay, I'll get her that. And do you have any, perhaps leather cloaks with any hoods?
Oh, something for more travel attire, I presume.
Yes.
Yes, I have something a bit more practical, if that's what you're looking for. And he'll kind of go off and take out a very well-made leather cloak, almost like a leather duster with a hood, it looks like.
Perfect.
And he'll
Exactly what
go,
Max.
yeah, I figured this would be your style. And he'll say, this will run you 3 gold pieces.
Max tries to, curb her enthusiasm and just kind of keeps a straight face and says, "All right, we'll take both of those."
All right. And he sees Mortimer like picking through random pieces of clothes. He goes, "Can I help you, sir?" "No, I'm quite fine."
I twirl in
You
my
can-
cloak
No.
and I say, "Mortimer, we could get matching cloaks."
"Why?"
Harlan's in the background because he followed these guys over here, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, get that kid whatever he wants in halfling size, please."
"Oh, of course, I'd be more than happy to help you, good halfling, sir. Please come over here." And he just kind of like, somebody with money
Handles
bags
them.
rolls in. Yeah, goes, pulls him over, takes them to some really expensive ass cloaks. All right, if you insist, I shall purchase a gaudy, expensive cloak.
You slay, Morty. You slay.
Get it in
Right,
blue.
King.
Get that drip on, son.
Right, I will get the blue drip. Dude, by the time this guy's done with it, Mortimer spent about 8 to 10 gold.
Let's just
I love it.
round it up to
I love it.
10. Morty chic is what I'm writing that expense down as.
Yeah.
Did you say Morty Chic?
Morty chic.
Now,
Alright.
is there any special like AC or anything for these cloaks? Or are they just like straight up cloaks?
They're just straight up cloaks. You
Okay,
can ask him
perfect.
if he has anything of
Oh.
magical nature.
Yes, Max
Yeah.
would like. Is there anything we're going on a trip to a very
We're going to
dangerous
hell.
area.
To our
Oh,
favorite
Harlan, I
rocket
was
ship.
trying to lead it differently. She sighs.
Harlan's very
Okay.
blunt right now. He's very blunt.
And
He's
she
just
says,
telling everyone he's going to hell.
I need something of a magical nature.
Oh, excellent. I do have a few things that I've enchanted. Let me go look at my stock. One moment. and he'll run off to a back room.
Derva found some boots that look like they might be lava proof.
He'll pop
Nervous very
back
fun.
and he'll say, "Oh, those boots. Last person who wore them thought they were lava proof, and he doesn't have feet anymore. Anyway,
But how does he still have boots? They are lava proof.
yes, the boots are, but not your feet."
Do you have lava proof socks?
Oh, jeez. You need knee highs.
Lava can still get into the shoes, you see.
I see. I see. Derva takes them off.
see.
You need a lava proof wetsuit. That's what you need.
Oh my
Do you have a
God.
ghillie suit that's lava proof?
Right.
You want to
Does he
sneak
have
through
red-
lava, do you? No,
do you have
I
a
don't.
red? Do you have a red tight leather lava-proof suit? That's
Red tight leather. I do, but that's for personal use.
I'm sorry, Brittany.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
anyway.
no. I do have a couple of things. How much are you to spend? I see you are a woman of fine means. So, what's your price range?
I want to see the goods first, and then we'll talk price range.
All right, I have a couple of things here. He pulls out.
Making note that Harlan is
cloaks
paying
here.
attention in the background so he does not get scammed when he buys whatever's left.
Smart.
Smart.
Let's see. I pulls out 3 cloaks.
It's one blue.
One of them is it is a dark blue looking cloak. That's kind of got some gold filigree around the edges of it, and it has a nice kind of like golden threaded clasp that goes into like a little red jewel that it connects to close the cloak. This is a cloak of protection, which affords 1 magical protection in it's above board in the game parlance. It gives you +1 to your AC and provides you +1 to your saving throws.
Max nods. And what else do you have?
This, from what you were speaking previously about going into lava, probably not helpful. This is a cloak of the manta ray, and you see it is kind of like this leathery looking cloak that's got a hood that looks, like the top of a manta ray's head, like comes to a point. This is more so if you want to go underwater. It provides you the ability to breathe underwater and allows you to swim quite quickly.
Not in lava.
Max kind of shoves that on one side, says, "I'm not interested in that one."
All right.
I'm a
And
good
then the
swimmer.
last one he pulls out. He pulls out appears to be this kind of purple leatherish cloak that's wrapped together over like another green cloak that runs under it, and they have like a matching silver threading that goes up the middle. But out of the kind of like purplish leather, there are these long tendrils that have these like kind of almost octopod like cups to them with these spikes growing out of them. And he says, and this is a cloak of displacement. Using it creates an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location. If a creature attempts to strike you, they'll have a difficult time doing it. They'll have a disadvantage. If you take damage, the property of this cloak ceases to function until your next turn. So, its property is suppressed while you're incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise unable to move. So as long as you're able to move, anything that tries to hit you will have a hard time doing it, and will continue to do so for quite some time until they actually hit you.
Max nods and says, "How much will this one cost me?"
Ooh, this one is a bit pricey. You're looking at 25,000 gold pieces.
Well, Max says, "Okay. I'm not gonna do that one for sure."
What about the blue
He
one?
looks
You can
Derva and
match
says,
us.
"No. Yeah, what was the What was the first one?
The blue one was
Cloak
the
of
AC.
Protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Max,
cloak
what's
of
the-
protection would run you 800 gold pieces.
Okay. And what about what was the other one? The one was that was the
The manta
nano
ray.
The mental
ray,
ray,
right?
that is 7,500 gold pieces.
Okay. Max says I'm willing to spend 300.
If that is the case, madame, I'm afraid I would not be able to part way with any of my magical cloaks that I made. The cheapest is the Cloak of Protection, which is an 800 gold price point.
Okay. Well, does Max have any platinum? No. Well, Max,
How much do you have?
306 gold.
Of 175.
Harlan gives Max 500 gold.
Oh, Harlan, you're so sweet.
Blue buddies, blue
Alright.
buddies, blue buddies.
Looks like we have a deal then.
Mm,
He'll go ahead and hand you over the Cloak of Protection, and you should be
Awesome.
able to add that
Thank
to
you,
your
Harlan.
inventory. And make sure when you go into your inventory and you've got it on that you go to your attunement and you attune it as well.
Okay.
So that it applies the bonuses to your sheet. He'll go, well, a fine day of business. Anything else I can help you with while you're here?
Yeah, give me those 3 travelers cloaks as well.
Very good. You just want 3 just general cloaks?
Just give me 3
Any-
travelers cloaks.
Alright, so for 3 basic traveler's cloaks, we'll call it 2 gold pieces.
Each.
Yes. No.
Harlan hands one to Rhea, and he keeps one pocketed for Cap.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys look quite nice. I suppose we should be on our way, though.
Yes.
Cap has rejoined you guys, by the way.
Oh,
Cap walks up at this point.
Like, what's up, guys? Hey, nice armor, Harlan.
You guys are wearing
Harlan
matching armor.
flexes and gives him a
Max.
matching cloak also.
Max
Oh my
has on
God.
her cloak.
Cap flexes in extreme gratitude and puts some quick insignia insignias onto Harlan's armor that matches his dragon tattoo thing.
Damn.
It's cool.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say the next time you take like a short or long rest, you can do that. It'd take a little bit more
Sure.
time than a quick scribble, but if you intend to do that, you can get it done. That's up to
Harlan
you.
has
Yeah.
successfully spent the majority of his riches and is now poor.
Nice.
All right.
Poor
Any
buddies.
other goods you guys want to buy?
No, I just spent all my money, so we're good. We're gonna go to hell. She's looking good.
Rhea makes a quick stop and buys some rations for everybody.
Perfect.
Uh,
So logical.
So smart.
So-
Thank goodness for Rhea.
you guys will get each an additional 10 days worth of rations. She's like, I hope they last.
Dervis already ate one.
No,
How many
you're-
rations have we ate total? Like,
You would have at least 5. Because
Okay.
rations essentially are a day's worth each. So you should
we've
be
been
down
on this
at least
adventure
5.
for like 5 days.
Well, 2
Yeah.
of those days
Oh,
we
Trent.
bought food.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's his name was kind of taking care of us, so
Yeah, he did actually provide you guys rations, so never
Yeah, he
mind. You'd
provided.
still have, yeah.
yeah.
I remember, yeah, he did say that he was
Mhm.
getting rations and stuff. So you guys should be at 20 each currently.
Beautiful.
So you guys have 20 days worth of food potentially now.
Perfect.
I think we might be good.
Nice.
All right. So you guys collect rations, get all of your things. Do you head back to Zavira's at the stage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
She
going.
greets you and she will usher you to what appears to be like a little area in the city, and basically goes, all right, my friends, from here you will go to Traxigor's Tower. The Griffins have the instructions, so they should drop you off, and everything should be good. Good luck.
Harlan's talking to Max and Derby. He's like, hey, don't worry about your horses.
Mocha!
Max says thank you.
What did you do to her?
Max says she's in good hands. She's not going to make it through hell, and the griffins certainly can't carry them.
Man, I can't believe I forgot about my horse already on day 1. Maybe this is why my dad said I shouldn't have animals.
All right. So you guys, to not belabor it, you get upon the griffins, and the griffins take you about a half a day's journey away from Candlekeep, and you will see a tower in the distance. And as they come to a landing, you are outside of what appears to be a roughly, I believe it is 50-foot or so tower.
Whew.
Yeah, it looks to be a 50-foot or so tall tower. And let's see. You guys are brought to kind of like a landing that's on the second level of this tower. And as you come off on the landing, the doors seem to just open up as if you're expected. And you see what appears to be like a spiral staircase. The only thing you can see in the room is a staircase leading downward to another level.
So we can't go up, we can only go down.
Yeah. The tower is
No,
much
we're
taller
good.
than where you landed, but you see no way to go up. There's only a staircase leading down.
I still have my sight on. There's nothing extra I'm seeing out of this.
You would see, no,
Okay.
you wouldn't see anything extra. But as you guys descend down to a level below, you see a cluttered chamber that's illuminated by various objects with some sort of arcane spell cast upon them. And it's not like a uniform object, it's just random ones that are kind of like affixed to the walls. Scurrying around the room, dressed in like this strange little red cassock, is what appears to be an otter. Like an otter walking around, scurrying around, mumbling in common, going, "Where the devil did I put that thing? Where did it go? Where's the fork? Damn it!" And he's like pushing over books and skittering, scraping through all sorts of stuff. And as you guys make your steps down, he looks up. He goes, "Ah, Lulu, wake up! Our guests have arrived." And as the otter shouts this, you see a small little elephant creature comes fluttering around from under a pile of blankets near a table. It's a small little elephant with like golden fur, and its ears are like so big that they're like wings that it flies with.
Oh my god, Max
Oh
wants
my
it.
god.
And they're almost like these feathery looking elephant ears too.
How
So they got like
small?
feathers to them. We're talking small. Like
And fits in the palm of
Derva
your
would
hand.
screech, run up to it, grab it, and hug it.
as you run up and hug it, you hear it goes, "Well, hey there, it's a pleasure to meet you."
You are the most adorable fucking little thing in the world, and what do I call
Oh,
you? What do I
well.
call you? What do I call you?
Oh, well, you're so kind. My name's Lulu. It's a pleasure to meet
Oh
you,
my
darling.
god,
What's
Lulu,
your name?
it is my pleasure to meet you. My name is Derva.
Oh, Derva, that's so nice. What a beautiful name.
Oh, thank you. My mom gave it to me.
And Harlan's just like, let go of that Southern belle. Goddamn.
Oh, it's quite all right there, friend. It's okay. Hugs are good things for friends to do, and we're friends now.
Derva
Bless
sits
her
her
heart,
down and
right?
backs away and just
Bless
like,
your
It's-
heart.
Bless your little
Derva.
heart.
Sweet heart.
And she's like kind of pats you on the head with one of her, feathery ears. Any one of you guys can make an Arcana check.
Lulu, oh my, Lulu, the magical elephant
an arcana.
from the
Yeah,
south.
and I'll display a picture of her as well.
Oh my god, there's a picture. Oh my god.
Oh, Cat got a 23. Sweet.
Nice. 23.
Cap knows everything about flying elephants.
He does.
Cap's actually
Yeah.
like a low key big fan of these holy fans.
Look, yeah. So yeah, you immediately recognize this Cap to be a Holyphant, and you know them to be gentle, stalwart creatures native to the upper plains. They're typically they're good aligned, and work with deities and angels, and they're often used as like messengers and helpers for people. Holyphants treasure above all things friendship and honesty. So that's what you would know, Cap. That this is just a wholesome little critter that loves friendship and being kind and nice
Cap
and
subscribes to
honest.
holyfans.com.
Yes.
Cap approaches the holy fan with reverence and respect, and greets it warmingly.
Oh, well, that's mighty, mighty kind of you, sir. What's your name?
I am a shield.
Oh, you look like it. You look like a stalwart defender.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Cap is a little flabbergasted. He has what to say to the holy
The-
fan. He's
the-
not used to communicating.
The otter looks up at you guys and goes, "Leave it to Lulu to steal focus from the talking otter." Anyway.
Harlan's often he's leaning against the wall. He put his cloak on and now he's kind of got the hood over his eyes. He's leaning against the wall and brooding. He's just like
How-
friendship.
Max is standing there. She has the same excitement as Derva, but she's containing herself. She does follow behind Cap and does a little mini bow towards the creature, and she's like trying to hold her hand back from
All right, both of you
grabbing
make deception
Holy
checks
Fan
for me.
to steal it.
Can I see Max doing that bow and being like, "She loves hugs. Just hug her, Max."
The little Holyphant flies over to you, Max, and goes, "Now, darling, I know you would like a hug. Come on, bring it in."
Max is just overwhelmed by the southern hospitality and hesitantly but very excitedly reaches out to give that sweet elephant Lulu a big hug.
Derva joins in the
She
hug
gives
again.
gives you a
As she
hug.
looks, as she backs away, there's a small smile that creeps on her face, and she does a little tiny hop in place before settling herself and resuming her normal posture.
All right, I get it. Sometimes we gotta be a little edgy because it makes us cool.
Max nods. Thank you for understanding.
Derva wants to
The
boop the
snake
otter.
hisses at this thing. Leroy is unhappy with its presence.
It's like,
Oh, that's okay. You little guy, we'll get along. Yes, speaking of which, I assume you all came here to see me. I am Traxagor, by the way.
Oh my god, it's an otter.
Oh, he's the one that's supposed to take us to Avernus.
Yes, I'm an extremely powerful wizard.
Oh, you look exactly like one.
I don't think I do. I look
Where's your
like
wizard
an
hat?
adorable. I have a little otter wizard hat. Hold on, and he goes under and
Oh
pulls it, sticks out his head.
yes.
Look, isn't that adorable?
Derva also picks him
Why?
up and
Yes,
hugs him and
indeed.
spins him
Would
around.
you like to be my friend?
I will be your friends insofar as I complete my debt to Savira by sending you to hell.
Wondrous. Thank you, otter wizard friend.
Yes, you know, I was once an old man, and then I was turned into an otter. And that was so much cooler and cuter that I said,
Can
fuck
I
it.
make you some otter
Why not
armor?
just be an otter forever?
I
Sounds
love this
otterful.
idea.
Yeah, I would love some little otter armor. That'd be great.
Hell yes. Hell yes. This is Cap's little side project. It's his little ADHD dopamine chase.
Yes.
Making
And if you
making
survive
little
the
animal
rigors
armor.
of if you survive the rigors of the 9 hells to bring it back to me, damn, that'd be pretty great.
I will bring you back the most enchanted infernal armor for an otter.
Oh my god, an otter wearing infernal enchanted armor. That sounds so amazing.
And it'll be blue, so
Damn.
you can join the blue gang.
I don't care what color it is.
It's going to be blue. Blue
as
gang.
long as it's super infernally enchanted.
It will be black.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, come on. We were going for blue.
It will be the blackest of the black.
Can you put a blue star
Excellent.
on it?
Sure.
Absolutely
Put a
not.
Yes! Blue gang.
All right, he's the guy making it. He said no.
Cap.
Anyway, I feel like we're losing focus.
We are.
I need your help real quick. I actually lost. I have in here. There is this metal rod attuned to the 9 hells that I need to find. I don't know what I did with it. I was throwing it for Lulu to fetch earlier, and we were having a good time, having a laugh, and then we got tired and fell asleep. And then I forgot where it went. So if you could help me real quick find that, that'd be great. Because
Can I
need
see it?
to get you to have it. Go ahead. Everyone can make perception checks.
Would I see it with my, is that not, demonic and shit?
You still have to look for it.
Oh, okay.
And your eyes don't necessarily highlight demonic things.
Okay, I
Jeez,
wasn't
your
sure how that
elf
worked.
eyes. Look with your elf eyes.
I'm poor, Cap. I don't have elf eyes.
Harlan, did you
No,
roll?
but Max does.
Or are you
Max
just
does.
Oh wait, what was it?
hanging back?
Oh, I see.
A perception
Max.
check.
Nah, Harlan's just leaning against the wall.
Okay. As the otter is looking through stuff, he spies Harlan leaning against the wall. He goes, "I guess he's too cool for school," and he begins to continue looking. And Max, you eventually spy it actually quite quickly. See it. It looks like it is stuck up in a bookshelf between a couple of books. You see a metal rod just kind of hanging out.
How the hell?
Max looks up and says, "Is that rod hanging out there, or is that just like a magician's wand, or what is that thing up there?"
You see Lulu flies up and grabs in her limb truck and goes, "Oh, you found it, darling. Good job."
Can I get another hug?
Of course you can. Come here.
Oh, thank you. Max goes in for another hug and then scoots on back real quick before anybody sees him.
Derva looks at Leroy like, what the fuck?
All right.
She's never hugged me.
Leroy.
Yeah,
does.
Leroy looks
He's not
over and is coiling up Max and getting to her shoulder to get into point to interfere with hugs.
Poor Leroy.
Derva would also
Poor
like to
Leroy.
try and climb on her
Poor
shoulders.
anybody who tries to hug Max.
Derva never got a
but
man.
So Lulu backs off and goes, okay, I get territorial, little guy. And Lulu flies down to Traxagor and hands him the rod, and he goes, "All right, so what this is called is a tuning fork. I know it doesn't look like a fork, it's just an item that's attuned to the plane you're going to, and this one came from the 9 hells. Specifically Avernus, so we'll be able to get you there with a plate just spell lickety-split. Now, Avernus is a terrible place, filled with lots of danger. However, my friend here," and he points to Lulu, "was very interested in going."
Yes. Max withholds herself because she knows that Leroy is getting upset.
And Lulu goes, "Yeah, I would love to go back to the 9 hells. You see, I was there before, but then I escaped after my friend Zariel told me to run away. And I
What?
don't remember much of it, but I was found by this nice tiefling lady, but she had an imp, and he was a bit of a meanie, and we didn't get along. So I came over here to live with Traxagor."
Huh.
Oh, Cap is confused and questions the Holly about their friendship with a fallen angel.
"Oh, well, honey, she wasn't always some fallen angel. I was with the angel Zariel when she assembled her army of Hell Riders to attack Avernus. Through a gate we went tearing through devils like a song through air. Victory was within our grasp until some of the Hell Riders betrayed us. They retreated through the gate and sealed it behind. Before she was captured, Zariel told me to hide her sword so that it wouldn't fall into evil hands. Somebody, I don't remember who, helped me hide it, and we found that place to hide it, but I don't rightly remember where. But then I escaped Avernus, and I really don't remember how. Um, and most of my memory's gone from that time, and I don't know what happened to jostle this noggin of mine. But yeah, Zaria, she was a good person. She saved a lot of people from demons. She fought back all sorts of horrible monsters, and she went into Avernus with a righteous cause.
Yeah, thanks, Hollyphant, for their story and their experience.
When the Hollyphant, because Harlan was listening in, and Hollyphant mentioned a sword of Zariel, he kind of gets a little excited, and he walks over and he's just like, "If you want to go to hell, let's go."
All right, then. It's good to see you're raring to go. What's your name, by the way?
Harlan Hightower.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Is there something on your mind, Harlan? You look a little troubled.
Harlan's just wondering if he should open up to this thing,
Too late.
and
Never
he's
already
just
did.
like, betrayals on my mind.
Oh. Well, I understand that. Like I said, we were betrayed by the Hell Riders, some of them which came with us, But, sometimes people do things and they betray you, but they don't know what they're doing. And maybe they don't really know it's not right, but they think it is.
Max
Not fair.
sighs as we're in the midst of this therapy session.
Harlan's like, the only therapy I need, go to hell. Tells me
The only
to.
therapy I need is to go to hell.
I think Zariel would like you with that attitude. She'll look over to the other two members of your group. And who are you two? Rhea just kind of smiles and waves. I'm Rhea. I'm kind of a hell writer, I suppose. Oh, good. One of the loyals come to help on this righteous cause. That's great. How fantastic. And then Mortimer looks up and goes, "Oh, I'm Mortimer. I bought this extremely expensive cloak today because people peer pressured me into doing so." Oh, that's very honest of you. That's fine. They're just your friends, honey.
Oh my god, Morty. It's blue, Morty. We're blue. Dabba dee
It
dabba
is
die.
blue, as was dictated by the people who told me to get it.
Cap
Where?
feels sorry for Morty.
Alright, well, enough of this shit. Are you guys ready to go to hell?
Yes.
Max
Flex,
now.
yeah.
Let's go.
Excellent. I love that vim and vigor to go to one of the worst possible places you can imagine. Here we
What?
go. And he gathers you all up. He takes the
What?
little fork and he flicks it with his little otter finger, and it begins to resonate in the room as you feel the room like shift, and it begins to get hotter and hotter and hotter, and you guys almost begin to sweat in space as suddenly you are torn in to Avernus.
Whoa.
Let's go ahead and switch up some music here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Derva's glad that Max
Oh,
got that
shoot.
bath to just sweat it out.
Sweat it out before you go to hell. Where is my... Here it is. Bit of a mood change.
Oh.
Immediately upon arriving,
Initiative.
you not immediately yet. However,
What?
As the
Sorry.
spell ends, a hot, stinging air assaults your senses. You find yourself standing in a city street, uh, and it's lined with buildings that are crumbling, if not fully collapsed. You see fires in the distance. Suddenly, the ground shudders beneath your very feet. In the red, smoky sky, a 400-foot diameter sphere of darkness discharges strokes of bluish white lightning that strike the city at irregular intervals. Perched atop a distant bluff overlooking the rest of the city is a crumbled fortress. Trexigor gazes up at the Black Orb nervously, and you see him mutter a few words, and in a blink of an eye, he disappears.
What?
Oh shit, he's gone.
Cracks the door.
I thought he was staying with us.
What a dick.
Um, and Lula goes, well, he's got to go back home. He wasn't going to stay here. He's got a lot of things to attend to, but I'm here with you.
Thank you, Lulu.
Of course. If you guys could... Oh, my. And she begins to take in the scene. And Rhea does as well. And you see... you guys can make insight checks.
Gladly. Fucking A.
Yeah, that was not the greatest.
Max, you're the one who picks up on this. Hidden behind a relatively calm exterior is this unshakable fear and sorrow, like behind Rhea's eyes as she's gazing upon Elturel and the state of it.
Max looks at Freya and uncharacteristically walks behind her, puts her hand on her shoulder, and says, "What is it?"
I can't believe it. What's become of my home? This is horrible. We need to head to the High Hall. We should go to the High Hall. If we go there, we might be able to find people, rally the forces of Elturel, anyone who might be here. We need to act quickly. And she begins to walk with purpose.
Max trusts Rhea, and she looks to Derva and says, "Let's go."
Derva follows.
All right. We'll just put this as background for the moment. But as you guys continue down the street, eventually you, like, even in the distance, you can hear the faint sounds of like battle. There's fights going on somewhere in the streets of Elturel, far away from you. You see winged creatures like scan over the sky overhead, but pay no heed to you on the ground. And you also see what appears to be a large black armored clad knight riding atop a burning horse, streaking across the sky towards the west. It's, for all intents and purposes, pandemonium. You can hear the faint cries of people. But more immediately, you see running down the street is a woman with her two children in front of her, running as quickly as they can, being chased by devils. What do you do?
Harlan charges into the devils.
Yeah, Cap
Mm-hmm.
Cap does the same. Five like
All
instant.
right.
I would
guys-
say Harlan Misty steps into them.
Okay.
To
Max
kind
raised her
of
bow.
separate.
All right,
Guardian
let me get
guiding
you
bolt.
guys to the map then. And you guys are in lockstep with Rhea and Lulu, who also immediately charge. And Mortimer follows your guys' lead. And roll initiative for me.
Roll initiative.
Yep, you select your token and click that initiative.
Oh. Will I ever select my token? Probably not.
All right, and I'll say Harlan, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You Misty stepped at the start. So you're 30 feet ahead of everyone. So go ahead and mark off your Misty step.
Done.
And immediately out of the gate, Rhea saw these people being besieged, and they are citizens of Elturel, so she immediately springs into action and is going to dash. She runs past them and throws up her blade, holding her longsword in her hands, and says, "Get behind me! Retreat to my allies!" And that is her turn. This one, Devil is going to... What these guys got on him? He's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to shout something in Infernal to these other guys. I don't know if any of you guys understand him.
Caps.
I do.
I don't think it... Oh, Cap does. Cap, you hear this devil yell, "Kill the soldiers! Grab the citizens! They'll make better slaves!" And he immediately hurls a flame at Ray. And 19 to hit her. I believe that hits Rhea. It does hit her, doing 6 points of fire damage. So he smacks her with a bit of flame. And he can do it twice, so he's going to hurl a second one at her. And miss with the second one. All right. Harlan, your turn. Oh, and I assume you gave Max her 20 silver arrows before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't put them in my inventory. Because I can't use them.
Okay, so we'll see what she has then. All right, you run up.
I run up, say, "Flee, citizens." And Harlan casts protection from good and evil on himself.
All right. Concentrating on protection from good and evil. Excellent.
And he just says, "Bring it on."
All right. This one looks at you and doesn't seem to understand you, but does indeed come to bring it on. It's going to run up here, and it's going to sling fire at you, and then one at Rhea. So the first one's going to be at you. An 8, I imagine, misses.
Miss.
And against Rhea, 23 hits her for 8. All right. Mortimer. Always my characters have to go one after each other. Mortimer's going to go, "All right, well, I guess we're in hell." Oh, and he is going to cast... He's seen these before. He knows they're relatively powerful. What's he going to do? They got... He doesn't have much that he can do to him, so he'll do a level 1 magic missile to start. This is going to cast magic missile at blue, the closest one. Let's see. Ooh, nice. 12 points of damage. Of force hits that guy. And then it's the other devil's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Again, it's going to be the first one at you, Harlan. It's
8.
a disadvantage, correct? So an 8.
Yeah.
And then one at Rhea. 16 misses her, as he misses wide on both of you. Lulu just kind of is fluttering out. She's, "Oh my, this is terrible. Oh, I don't know if there's anything I can do to help. I should probably..." She goes 5, 10, 15. Goes near the wizard and goes, "Just stay close to me, darling. I think it should help you a little bit." Max.
Okay. So Max is going to fire At the first one here in the middle, the biggest one, I think. We have colors on them.
There's red, blue, and then there's green.
Okay, we're gonna go at blue.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
How much fucking range do you have with that?
She's got like
150.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's
Holy
longbow's
crap.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long bow.
You finally give Max
Long.
some room and she can fucking blow
know,
things
right?
out of the air.
Achoo! Alright, sorry. Alright. Yep.
14 hits. And are you using one of your silver arrows?
I am using one of my silver arrows.
Okay. Just remember, you only have 20, so mark them off as you use them.
Okay.
This is 6 points of damage to him on the first shot.
And the second one is just going to be a regular arrow.
All right.
And she's going to hold Leroy off for us the moment because he's way too far away.
Okay. That hits for another 3 damage. I believe these guys are, yeah, they're resistant as well. So yeah. So you feel the silver arrow strike true, and the wound is deep, but the other arrow hits the hide and digs in a bit, but not as well.
Okay.
Any movement, or are you hanging back?
And she's going to go a little bit closer, so she can hang out near Morty, and she and Leroy are going to hang out by Morty.
Okay.
And Lulu. And that's it.
And as you're with Lulu, you just feel this general calming presence, like within 10 feet of her. It just seems a little safer for whatever reason.
Max does a sigh of relief.
Durva, you're
Nine.
up.
Okay, so there's my 30 feet of movement. And let's see, I get 60 feet on Dissonant Whispers. So I'm going, let's see. Green and red haven't been touched, correct?
Correct.
Alright, let's go red. Dissonant Whispers at a level 2.
Okay. Wisdom 14. What's this boy's wisdom? Ooh. Fails with a 7. So he'll take 9 points of damage and immediately 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 start to book it the other way. And then this devil looks back and goes in front of, where the fuck are you going?
And
then he stops and he goes, shakes his head, I don't know.
Ray, I'm gonna scream, Rhea, that's 2 on you, and give her some bardic.
All right, bardic inspiration. All right, Rhea, she's going to leap into action against Blue and start a swinging with her +1 sword that you bought her.
Are these civilians gonna run?
Oh, did they not get their turn? I'll just give it to them at the bottom of the round, so they'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and get up to here.
Perfect.
Cool.
So yeah, they do flee. I thought I rolled them a turn. My bad. I'll just add turn.
I wasn't sure if they were cowering or running or whatnot.
They're running. They recognize the armor Rhea's wearing as the armor of a Hell Rider, and they trust her immediately. So first attack's 25 to hit. That'll hit. Second attack is a 19 hit, which will also hit. So that'll be, she's two-handing, so 11, then 11, 22 points of damage to this guy.
Nice. Which one she hit?
She's blue. She's going to try and dispatch the immediate foe. So she swings twice and just shouts, "Die, devil!" And the devil that ran away skids on his feet, turns, and starts running back.
What the fuck?
He sees this knight is causing quite a bit of problems, and this guy's got some sort of holy aura. So he's gonna sling fire at the knight.
Can I cutting words him?
It's a reaction, so you can decide
Mhm.
when to do it. So first strike, you see him swing and miss. You just need to. It's before I tell you whether or not it hits. So I assume you don't want
So
to use
the
it on the
10,
10.
no, not the 10, no.
And the second strike is a
Yes.
21. Okay, so go ahead and roll your D8, I believe.
Yes.
And remember that uses a charge of your bardic.
Yep.
Uh,
Hopefully that
5
works.
takes the 21 down to 16.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That misses.
Yes.
Yep. The fire goes wide on the second one. As what do you say to distract the devil?
Get your ass back. Not that he'd be able to understand me.
What? And it throws the fireball wide as it turns its head. All right, Harlan.
So Rhea's got that side cover between blue and green. Harlan moves up next to blue. And which ones? Blue's taking all the damage, right?
Blue's taken some hits. Red apparently was hit by something because it ran away, then ran back.
Mm.
I
Harlan's
saw it
going to
kinda
take
clutching
his
its head.
first swing with his +1 spear at blue.
All right, Spartan.
23.
That'll hit.
9 damage.
One-handing, 9 damage. You skewer this devil in the right under the arm, like into its heart, and you kill it. And as you pull the spear back, expecting to watch it turn to ash, you feel its lifeless body slip off the spear, dead on the ground.
Harlan pauses for a second in between his attacks. He's like, I can kill them for real here. And he smiles a little bit and then attacks Red.
Make an intimidation check for me real quick.
Okay.
Just because you whispered that next to Red. 16. Okay, I'm going to make him do a wisdom save on that. You see him ponder as he looks at you and looks a bit scared. I'll give you advantage on that spear strike in case, see if you might crit.
Yeah.
All right. You do get the confirmed hit though. As you say this menacing thing, and he just, even if he doesn't understand common, he's picking up on the menacing aura as you JoJo walk to him and stab him.
And 9 damage to him.
9. Yeah, 9 right into his shoulder. And as the magical blade pulls out, this devil will cry out to the other one, "These are no mere guards! They're well equipped!"
Harlan yells, "Yeah, I blew all of my fucking money on this shit."
They said it in Infernal, so I'm sorry.
Damn it.
But you feel like he's you say that instinctively, assuming they're talking about how cool you are.
Oh yeah, Harlan's just like, I'm glad I spent all that fucking gold.
All right, it would have been Blue's turn, but he's dead. So we'll go ahead and click him out of the initiative. Mortimer's turn. He goes, "All right, women and children, come over here next to the nice little Oliphant. We'll take care of you. Oh, by the way, watch your heads." And he's going to shoot a magic missile over them.
Oh no.
But they're magical,
Hey.
so they literally just shoot straight up into the sky and then fly at a very safe trajectory.
I'm pretty sure I got skipped last time. I don't think I got put in the
Oh,
initiative.
did we?
Oh yeah.
Did I
Yeah, I
miss
haven't
you?
heard Cap at
I'm
all.
so sorry, Cap. I'll give you 2 turns to make up. That's right, because you forgot to. Your initiative was 8.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Cap.
No worries.
Rewind real quick. Cap's first turn back in time.
Yeah, so Cap ran up to Morty, like just in front of Morty. So that's as far as he can go. And he lobbed a guiding bolt at who's been hit? Red or green's been hit?
Red.
Red. He hides it or throws a guiding bolt at Red.
All right, go ahead and send that bolt. The good news is we only actually missed one of your turns. So
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. I did see it coming up, and I was like, wait a minute.
24, 13. All right, so 13 on Red, and he is a glow.
And he's a what?
Next attack against him will have advantage.
Very
Anything
good.
else for that turn?
No.
All right, skipping back. And then Mortimer's turn. All right, for real this time. And he'll shoot the magic missile. 3, 4 plus 3. Another 13 points to Red, who's looking real fucked up. It's another first level for Mortimer. And he's going to stay within the aura of the Holy Font because he feels safe here.
Which
And
he hasn't
then-
felt for a long time.
Lulu's turn. She's going to go, oh no, you poor people. And she's just going to fly a little closer to them.
Max feels the happiness drain from her soul.
Oh no, I'm still close enough to you, darling.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah, that's all she doesn't. She's not really much of a fighter. It's the other devil's turn. There's a wizard in the back. 2 big problems here, and he sees they're outnumbered. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He starts fleeing down the street. But he's going to throw 2 more fire at Ray on his way out. A miss with a 12 and then a 17, which will hit for 9. All right, and we are back at Cap.
Alrighty. Everybody's still looking in like good shape right now. These devils are kind of struggling against us. So let's see.
Yeah, you see them actively breaking ranks.
Yeah. I don't even know what I. Yeah. I guess guiding bolt. This is kind of boring, but guiding bolt again on the same guy because he's still there.
Red's still alive. He's looking really rough. Green is getting away. He's the guy with full health.
Can I reach green? I doubt I can.
What's the
reach
range?
green. Oh, I can reach. Yeah, it's 120. I can reach green.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Yeah,
think
so
we
you
got
can
bolts
still
like
move.
It's
You're
from
not
downtown.
going anywhere. We're
Get
doing
back here.
a level 2 guiding bolt.
All right, send it.
Consider it sent.
21 hits, doing 12 damage. He also has the glow on him, so next attack will be at advantage on him. Let's use that for it. All right. With that, Max, you are up.
Well, Max can reach the green boy. So she's going to go after him.
You have advantage on the first shot.
Okay, so she's going to use the silver arrow for that one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a second time, see if you crit. Alright, you hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice, 10 points. Slugs him in the back. And you see him like starting to trip over his own feet as he gets hit. But the glow fades.
Alright, and then she's going to cast Spiked Growth. Right, well, can she reach from there? Does it have a range?
Yeah, it should say spike
150. Oh, that's the 150
Oh, wait.
area.
Yeah, you can dump it right in front of the guy if you
Okay, I'm going to dump it right on top of him.
So it's a 20-foot cube.
Yep.
All right. So you wanted to start on top of him.
So he can't run any more.
Does that move also count as difficult terrain as they're
does.
walking through? Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right. Derva.
Alright, Dervis. Moving right
I
up
just thought it
here.
was something that would be awful.
Is it about what I'm gonna do?
Potentially.
Perfect. So he has to run away with dissonant whispers. So
He
every
certainly does.
single step that he takes, he's gonna
Will
take
hurt him.
1d4 plus my
2d4.
dissonant
It's
whispers.
2d4.
If he
2d4.
fails, yes, if he fails the save, that is true.
I am going to do as much damage as I can do, so I'm going to cast it at a level 3.
Okay.
Plus, hopefully, every move he takes.
Oh, thank God.
Damn
He'll
it.
only take 5 points of damage, which would have been a horrible, horrible thing for him.
Every
He's-
move you don't make.
That was a good play, though. As soon as that
Oh.
came up, I was like, "Oh no, here comes the dissonant whispers combo."
Oh man, that would work
Would've
so
been
well.
So great.
Yeah.
Like just trudge through the spike field.
Yes, I was like, I didn't realize it was 2d4. I was thinking 1d4, so I was going 1,
2d4.
2, 3, 4.
Anything else in your turn?
Um,
Any bardics?
No, I'm gonna. Rhea still has curse, so I'm gonna keep it there.
All right. It's the woman and her kid's turn. They just kind of get back near all you guys and kind of crouch down behind this road and some of these barrels, out of the way. They just huddle there, looking around. And goes, thank you so much. All right, it's Rhea's turn. She sees this one's taken care of by Harlan and sees the fleeing devil. She's not about to let them run off. So she'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She'll have to use her dash action to get up here, but at least she'll get an attack of opportunity if it tries to flee. It's her turn. It's this devil's turn, who has no choice but to try and do what he can to get rid of this threat in front of him. So he's going to do 2 claws. They're at disadvantage, so 13 or 11's not going to hit. 11's not going to hit, and then gets a tail. 10's not going to hit as he like feebly is striking at you, Harlan, and the kind of radiant barrier that you've erected on yourself is just blasting away his strikes.
Harlan pays 0 attention to this little turd that's trying to hit him. And he's focused on green because he's just like, even in hell on their own turf, they act as cowards. And he's focused on green.
It's your turn.
Harlan moves to green. So he's not even paying attention to red.
Still gonna take a swipe at you. 16 to hit.
Fuck off.
Yeah, the barrier blasts, and you see this one kind of looks around as you walk away and starts looking down this street as maybe an avenue to start running.
God, shit.
It's okay. There, he has to run past everybody else. So Harlan's just like, you cowarding piece of shit. Attacks him twice. 18.
Hits.
7 damage.
All right, 7. You still standing.
20.
That hits.
10 damage.
All right. He's barely up, but he's there.
And Harlan just mutters under his breath. He's just like, oh, fuck. 8 cowards.
All right. Mortimer. He's gonna go. I should really write down a cantrip that doesn't use fire. And he'll just go, all right, well, you know what they say, spread the love. He's gonna do level 2 magic missile, and he's gonna shoot 2 missiles at each guy. Because they've been fucked up, so. So he's gonna do this twice. First guy, only 4. Second guy, 9. He hits green for 4. Green's still standing. But as you guys are harrying him in these spikes, this devil truly has nowhere to go. A couple of little arcane missiles fly over your shoulder and murder this devil as he just is punched back, and Mortal Kombat style files up the spikes and slowly sinks into them.
Finish him.
Nice.
As he doubles over, Harlow just mutters, "Pathetic."
All right. Lulu sees all this going on. She just stays near the family and goes, "Oh, hush now, kids. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry your little heads. We're here to help. We're going to save Elturel." And this devil's dead. Cat, you're up.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm not gonna reach him, but I'm gonna run towards this dude.
All right.
I think.
Block his
so.
ass.
Oh, sorry. One step back. There we go. And is he stuck, or like is he rooted?
No, he's able to move. He's got full movement. He just was fighting and was afraid of fleeing from the 2 fighters that would probably kill him. And that was kind of like all in or not, and then the fighter walked away from him, so he's very confused.
Oh, so you're saying he's had damage done to him?
Oh, he's
Oh,
had
yeah.
tons of damage done to it. He's
Oh,
he's
so
on
yeah.
he's on death's door. He's on death's door.
Yeah, he's
Well,
getting
he is
pulled.
fucked up. He is fucked up.
All right, wisdom save. His mind is stalwart against your spell.
I just call his mother a whore and infernal.
Oof. Damn, Cap.
Low blow.
I would think you'd be like, how did you know?
How do you think I ended up here? All right.
How did you know? She's
not
the number
like-
one whore in Venice.
Did you see her OnlyFans account?
She's popping off. I'm so proud of her.
Her only hooves.
Oh, that was your mom's feet?
Damn right, her
Only
wiki feet
hers.
score is immaculate.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
All right, Max, do the thing you do well.
I do my thing. Here we go.
Make the weak suffer.
Yes.
He's so old.
Oh my god. Oh, you have advantage because he's still under the effects of the guiding bolt. No one swung at him since. So go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
19 hits. Is this a regular arrow or a...
I don't want to use up all my silver ones. Since he's pretty weak, I'm just going to use a regular one.
Yeah, these guys we've killed before, so it's not like we need
Yeah.
to really
he-
advantage ourselves against
The
them.
arrow strikes him and he's just barely standing.
I think it's too
Like a-
far for Libre to go.
Yeah, you still have a second shot.
Okay, let's do that. I forgot about that.
Yep. All right.
Woo!
How do you
But-
dispatch this last devil?
Fuck yeah.
So Max pulls down her hood to get a better sights on that beastly thing, and as she shoots that arrow, she's just scream. I feel like it's her thing. She's like, "You piece of shit, going after children," and shoots them, pierces them straight. Where are we gonna go this time?
In
I
the
think
toe.
we're gonna go
Nuts.
in the throat. In the throat.
All right.
Yeah, right through his throat. So it pierces right through the other side. He's just got an arrow hanging out there.
As
Ask him how
the
the arrow tastes.
Yes.
As the devil is hit with the first arrow, you see a wild look in its eyes as it realizes it's about to die, and it's about to throw its hands up and surrender. But the
Mm-mm.
last arrow pierces its throat before it can speak as it
Max
burbles
doesn't do
into the
that.
ground.
Yeah, Max doesn't do surrender.
All right, and you
Yeah,
guys.
talks more trash as it falls and centers to the ground.
So Max is gonna go retrieve her 2 arrows that she used.
Yeah, because in general, I say you can get half of what you shot back of
Okay.
each type. So
Okay.
if
All
you
I care
use-
about is the silver ones.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Woo!
the combat ends, and I assume you let the spikes fall away
Yes. Yeah.
rather than keep them up.
It keeps concentration.
But you guys have seemingly, for the moment, quieted this part of the street where this woman's just kind of huddled over in these barrels, just holding her children close. Um, Rhea will sheath her blade and give a sturdy nod to Harlan as she heads back.
Harlan drags the corpse of Green to lay it between red and blue.
Savage.
You can easily do that. Oop.
And Max searches the body of Green as really red as she's getting her arrows. Or no, she did green and blue and she was getting her arrows.
All right. Go ahead and do some investigate. Do an investigation check. I'll say.
Okay. Okay.
Investigation 13.
I guess it's Harlan dragged him. Can he help with the investigation?
Yeah, definitely.
Because my investigation sucks.
That was great. That was a great one.
Um,
Which is good. I saved my big rolls for this combat.
Yeah, unfortunately, on these guys, the armor they're wearing is pretty sparse. It seems they more have like a spiny hide to their skin. They don't seem to be wielding any weapons. They were conjuring fire and slashing with claws and tail. So you don't find anything of use on them. They seem to be just like general devils that were chasing these people.
Okay. Max is unimpressed. She kicks him.
Yeah, you kick their corpse.
Yep.
There's a corpse to kick.
Yep.
Yeah,
I guess
there's three devil corpses here.
Harlan's like up on the material plane. They would be a pile of ash. Down here, they're a pile of ass.
Derva kneels between these two kids and asks if they're all right.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. They look fairly frightened, and they are just kind of hanging on to their mother, and their mother looks to you and says, we're fine. Thank you so much for helping us.
I would find shelter as soon as you can.
She'll go, I wish we could do that. We had been hiding below a tavern in a cellar, and surviving off the food and drink that was there, but it's all gone out. So we had to come up to the surface to find something to eat, and we don't know where to go.
When have you last seen others? Because Harlan walks up to him. He's like kind of trying to gauge where we should probably go next or something, just in case there's people that need saving.
Well, when we first came here, the city was immediately beset by devils, and so many people died in the first days, and still yet from all these terrible creatures, the lack of food and water, and many of the buildings collapsing, many more have died. The last thing I saw was the tavern keeper who told us to hide, but I heard the screams that when I assume they killed him, we found his body, or at least what was left of it later. But
Harlan looks at the kids and the lady. He gives them half his rations. Hopefully that'll tide you over a bit. Sorry, I can't provide more.
She nods. No, everything helps. But if you're going anywhere, any place that might be safe, I think we'll be safer following you than
Oh, no.
hiding in the city.
Max
Mm.
looks to Rhea and says, "You know the city better than any of us. Where can we take them?"
Araya walks up to them and all of you and says, like I said, we should go to the High Hall. I'm sure there'll be survivors there. I'm sure if any plan was taken, there should be refuge there. Bring
Arwen
them
just
with
looks
us.
at
We'll
the
protect them.
refugees and just says, "Stick close. Do not stray."
They'll give a nod.
Derva gives up and will walk behind them.
Gives a nod, and she introduces herself as Harkina Hunt, and her two children,
Thing one
which
and thing
are
two.
Ezo and Brask, are her two kids.
Max looks to, you said it's Harkina, right?
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Max looks to Harkina and says, "Can you fight?"
You see, she does have a bow strung on her back,
Okay.
and she says, "It's the best I've been able to do. Arrows aren't extremely effective, but I can shoot straight. My father taught me."
Is
Max
it
nods.
a good looking bow?
You look at it, and it looks like the hand-me-down from a warrior. It's a well-made bow.
It's
a long
so
bow.
it's like a sturdy, will last
Yeah.
and won't break in her hands. Okay.
Yeah, it looks sturdy. It looks like a warrior must have owned this at some point.
Okay. So I mean, he's just wondering because he has all those extra crossbows in his bag. He can outfit
No.
some people.
It's true. You can make a small militia with what you've got.
Yeah.
I think he had the crossbolts too, didn't he?
I have
Yeah.
80 cross bolts in here. I have an extra set of chainmail armor.
How old are the children?
I was like, give them to the kids.
They're fairly young. You're talking about one looks like they might be 8 or 9. The
Yeah,
other
that's not
one
going to
maybe
be
5 or 6, 5
crossbow.
to 7. They're very young.
Did your dad teach you to hunt?
Are you saying that to Harkina?
No,
The kids?
to the kids.
They just kind of look to you and then look to their mother, and then she kind of pats him on the shoulder, and the much older one, the one looks like they might be 9 or so, gives a little bit of a nod, but the other one just clutches to the mother's leg.
Is the mother hurt at all, or anyone like actually hurt?
She doesn't look hurt. It looks like you guys got there in the time, other than like just general like bruises and scars and things like that from
Fatigue and
rummaging
whatnot. Okay.
around. Yeah,
So they don't
it
look
doesn't
like I
look
need
like
to
she's
heal
wounded.
them.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not wounded terribly.
All right.
And knowing your average citizen, it wouldn't take much to kill these people.
Oof.
All right.
All right, then.
Max looks to Rhea and says, "We need to go, right?"
Yeah.
Yes, and she'll kind of reach into her bag, and she's going to pull out a map to try and, now that you guys have a moment to breathe, to figure out a good sense of where you are. The map I'm going to show you is all magical flavor, but this is what she would know of the area as she tries to discern where you're at.
Whoo.
Ooh. This is
Oh
super cool.
gosh.
Where are
Yeah.
we at
So,
on this map?
so the map she would have is much,
Not on fire?
normal with a river and stuff. But this is the stylized map they give you of El Terrell, so I wanted to feature it. But so hers is a normal map from Faerun, but this is kind of like the general map. But you guys, as Rhea begins to look at the nearby neighborhoods, she knows El Terrell well, so she's able to discern your location, and she will point out to you. It's this layer. This location is where you're currently at. She puts an X on the paper.
Gotcha.
Um,
Question.
Yeah.
Is this literally what our party sees? Like, do we see like the edges, or could
Yes,
we,
you
like
see.
it's floating like this?
Yeah, you as you look, because you're close enough to one of the edges, you see to the far east the ruined walls of the outer city, broken towers. You see, it appears that the edge of the land goes off into sky.
Whew.
You'd have to get closer to look off the ledge to see how far you are, but you see these massive black spikes with chains embedded into the very ground, and they're these huge monuments. And make perception checks for me as you look. Now that you're taking stock.
Grab my pants.
Harlan, you see ever faintly in the distance as you're like looking at these large chains. It seems almost like the chain shifts a little bit, like it's being pulled, and you feel the ground start to quake slightly.
Harlan just looks at the ground.
So
Staring around.
my main question really was, is like these little bridges here, if those were to break, would the whole like half of the city just like fall away from the other half?
You have no idea.
It's terrifying.
Based upon the because on the map she has, this is a river that ran between the
Right.
two halves of the city. So you would think that bridges would not be enough to adhere these two land masses together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Sure.
probably the nature of the magic holding them here is keeping the city in its general form.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this chasm isn't because like the city split apart; it's because there was a river.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Sorry. Yeah, that was just like glaring in my head for some reason.
oh yeah, no, you're fine. But I will say, she points out we have a couple of directions we can take, and she'll mark Torm's Blade, which is one of the bridges, and then Torm's Reach, which is the northern bridge. Our destination would be here. And map. She'll point at the high hall down here. It says
Harlan's
hard.
scrubbing his chin. He's just like, Torm's Reach seems to be a bit of a reach.
Wow.
Ba-doom-ts.
So and she said
True.
we're going to High Hall. That would be where
Yeah.
everyone. Okay.
Yeah,
Looks
and
like
as she
Torm's
points it
Blade is
out,
the best.
you guys can see to the southwest that crumbled keep I mentioned at the start
Oh, so it's
is
pretty.
what she's.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, half of it appears to be crumbled.
Ooh, this looks like an interesting area.
There's no bridge that way, Cap.
There's not, but it's a big open circle.
It is a big open circle.
But
Oh,
not
What do
a
we
wow.
know about big
destination.
open circles in video games?
While
Yeah.
we've been having this
Teleporting
discussion, also, Harlan is summoning Flex Armstrong back. However, now
How long does that take? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
If you
So
guys
just
want to
while
wait 10
we're
minutes.
all doing that conversation and shit, whatnot.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me.
That's a lot
I'll
of
grab
beans.
a horse token for you. But yeah, so she says, Rhea says, well, yes, we could head to Torm's Blade. It would be the closest one, but that's going to take us through the thick of the city. There could be danger in that. It might be worthwhile to go towards the outskirts. I don't know. But I
So,
would
like,
say
head this way, then like up and around, kinda.
so we can try and take a more circuitous route to avoid conflict, or we could take the more direct. I think the more direct would be best for saving people, certainly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we definitely want to save people. There's people
Yeah.
to be saved. We want to save them.
Yeah.
I agree.
Max
Well,
agrees,
yeah,
nods.
we need to get all these good people somewhere safe, get them well armed, and kick these devils on out of this town is what we need to do.
That's
Mhm.
right, girlfriend.
Yeah,
Max
well,
did not say that, just so you know.
I know what you're thinking there, Maxie, and I agree.
Maxie.
Max nods.
Derva's getting jealous.
I was a Holly fan.
Leroy hisses.
Yeah, he
She's
does.
right up there with the suit of armor.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Now, only touch people if you give them. They give you consent, okay?
Oh my god.
That's the important thing. That's why you say, "Do you want a hug?" and you just don't hug people.
Max looks to Derva.
I don't get it.
Max, Derva, you need to ask people if you can hug them before you hug them.
Oh. That seems like a waste of time. But I'll try
So
it.
that's.
Onward.
Thank you for telling her to do that.
Max
Ask.
looks over Ray's shoulder, looking at the map along with her, and says, I think the best route might be to go into Worm's Blade.
She will give a nod to you all and fold up the map and put it back away. And she goes, "I agree. Let's go," and start to head out with the civilians in tow.
Heck yeah.
And you guys
Harlan
begin
has placed the woman and her kids up on Flex Armstrong.
Oh, okay. You put them on the steed. And she gets up on it. She takes to the horse quite well. Seems to be an experienced rider and gets her kids up there with her. And you guys begin to head further into the city. What a bunch of idiots! They got caught in the hell trap.
Poor
So
Morty. Morty's not an idiot.
Morty just is in the wrong place at the right time.
I'm exceedingly smart, but I've been told to do things by people who I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Derva just yeah.
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 I love Morty. Like, it's Derva loves him, like, but she doesn't know how to express love. So her love is, I'm going to tell you what to do and you're going to do it because I'm keeping you safe and I'm going to be mad if you don't listen to me. But I love you. So what way are we taking? Are we going up here, down here, up here, down here? Do we decide on mid, right?
Yeah, you're mid laning.
I totally want to zigzag. I want to go meh, 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 meh.
You said we're mid lane, taking mid.
Mid lane.
And I was like,
mid.
straight.
We taking
Take a right.
Amy or Malzahar or
But
I used to
why
mid
would
lane
we?
Lux.
Why would we
Go
L
straight
when we
on
could
El
Z?
Camino and then take a right on Infuego.
We want to head straight down Burning Boulevard, and then we're gonna take a north through Devil's Canyon, and then we'll hit Worm's Blade.
Or hear me out. We could Z. We could Z instead of L. Because who wants
or we
to
can
L
just
and
go
L
in
to
and
Rel?
save people. No, we want to save lives, right?
Yeah, if your primary goal is to save people, and you guys want to head straight through the city, I will go ahead and I will guarantee encounters.
Fuck
Yes.
yeah.
If you're
Fuck
with good
yeah.
perception
Votes,
checks.
Right. Max
Yes.
wants to kill people. Or I guess she
Also-
won't be killing any innocent people this time, but you know.
You never
Maybe
know.
Also-
There
You
could
never
it might be an
know.
old demon. There
An
might be
old demon?
Also,
again.
Hellcats.
There could be Hellcats somewhere here.
Derva.
Okay.
An
Meow.
important distinction is these are devils, not demons.
Yes.
Okay.
I need this.
There might
Those
be
are
some
two-
old. There might be some old devils.
They're two. There you go. They're two very, very different things, and that's gonna start becoming very apparent to you guys as you learn a bit more down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
my cat's gonna
there
be a
any-
demon.
Are there any roaming dogs?
Maybe.
I'm just curious if there's any animals that came down, with them. I mean, they brought the whole city. I'm sure that
Yeah.
there's some rats. Like
Make a
Giancarlo, like where is he?
Giancarlo.
He's back in Baldur's Gate, safely in the sewers.
Okay.
Now that the Silver Death no longer lives there, the rats are king.
Oh
The
no!
Silver Death.
He was keeping them
The
in
rat
line.
death.
I should have asked the embroidery dude to put a big silver death on her cloak. Damn.
You should have got Leroy a cloak.
We
That
can
would've been
retcon it. You can put a big
Okay,
big stupid silver. Yeah, we'll say you
Okay,
did
sweet.
that.
Okay. There's a big silver death, on the back of her cloak. What am I
Excellent.
doing? Am I doing
Perception
check?
check.
Can
Okay.
I do it for my cat?
Go ahead. Roll
Perfect.
perception
You
for your
have a
cat.
Fuck. Hey, kitty,
You
kitty.
never found it.
Hey, kitty.
The 11 max. What I'll say is notably, you don't notice any animal life,
Okay.
This is bullshit.
especially cats.
Especially
This
cats.
is
Damn it.
fucking bullshit.
Doesn't mean they're not Hellcats yet, but Max
Cat
was
is
actually
basically
thinking,
just
of actual usefulness in saving
Someday you'll
people.
find it.
Oh yeah, Derva opens this door right here to
Stay
try
away from the doors. Oh
and-
my god.
to try and find the
Roll
cat.
initiative.
Right here.
Just
This
kidding.
this door right on the corner. It totally has a cat.
All right. So you guys,
Meow.
we have Harlan back.
Hello.
Yeah.
You back?
Excellent.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, let's
So
go
you guys
fight.
you intend to head directly through the heart of the city,
Into
looking
the
for
dark.
trouble,
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
We're yelling.
looking for devils to roll and people to save. Got it.
Derva
go
is
ahead.
loudly
Yeah.
singing Little Mermaid.
We
I
went
think
all of
deep
you-
in Avernus.
I think Harlan is
The dragon
also,
coat rolls deep, bitches.
Bitches.
Oh,
Harlan's
you're right.
talking to Rhea while we're moving through wherever, and he's like, "Hey, on that map, were there any armories or like?"
Really. Everything's burnt down.
You never know.
She'll say,
Smiths.
I believe closer to the High Hall there was a smithy. On the eastern half of the city, it was mostly the markets, just general trade. There was an herbalist somewhere in the north, I think. I was gone for a little bit of time. I can't completely remember.
And Harlan's just like to the rest of the group. Keep your eyes peeled for anything useful.
Give me, since you're all actively looking for shenanigans, give me perception checks.
We could have had it all.
Usually random encounters or
Rolling
something
in the
DMs roll to see like if you guys get harried by something. But you guys are like, no, fuck it. We go towards any sense of danger we can find.
Fuck yeah, we do.
We are trying
We
to
search
solve-
out death.
we
We are
seek
trying
it.
to help Rhea and her family and friends, and
Also,
we're on a mission
okay.
from.
We're on a mission from God.
Yep, exactly.
From God.
From God.
You see
Ogma.
as you guys Ogma.
Look, Derva saw that
Ogma
Ogma
doesn't
is a
care.
bard god, and Derva doesn't ask questions because she's poor. So.
She's indifferent.
Yep, she's
Are
indifferent.
you down with Ogma's dogma?
Exactly. As you guys head west through the street, around one of the corners, as you're heading down the street, you hear the sound of like wood collapsing, and you hear a yell.
It's a
Harlan
cat.
investigates the yell.
To the collapsing.
To
Alright.
the problems.
To the
Guys.
problems.
To the
To
problem.
the danger.
To danger.
Let me go
To
ahead
danger and
and
beyond.
grab.
Make
all
sure you
guys'
touch
stuff.
that.
Make sure Harlan, her cap goes in first, not Durba.
Yeah,
You said
I was
open
gonna
this
say, I'm gonna
door.
put you in
No,
battle.
I said don't touch the door.
Don't touch
Lulu,
that.
the Holy Fan, is going to be hanging back with the family.
Awesome.
And for the purposes of battle, since you guys have secured these civilians, unless something goes horribly awry, I'm just going to say that Lulu is hanging back and protecting them while you
Okay.
guys mete out justice, because Lulu can't do a ton to help you.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why I
just-
put them on the horse too. Like if they need to
Yeah.
get ats, the
So-
horse is connected with me.
So
and
I'll
I'm just
say,
like,
unless
"Get outta
something
here."
terrible happens, the civilians you have in tow are currently safe.
Perfect.
Just to not make it a complication.
Right.
Because in all honesty, the devils that are here would attempt to capture these people rather than kill them anyway.
Mm.
So they'd have to fight through you first, essentially, to claim that prize.
Right.
Um,
And they want to
I'm
capture
gonna-
them because they want they want slaves.
Yeah, you heard one of them shout about selling them as slaves.
All right, cool.
But let me pull you guys over here. Harlan, how long does your protection from good and evil?
Oh, it only
last?
lasted 10 minutes.
Okay, it would be gone at this stage.
Yeah,
then.
it's gone for sure.
And so would the bardic, because I think that
Yes.
won't last 10 minutes.
Yes.
You guys you round the corner where you hear the yell, and you see this red-haired dwarven woman wearing like priestly looking robes is going, oh no, 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 and she's digging through a bunch of rubble, and you can hear some voices calling out.
Harlan doesn't even
Um,
hesitate. He starts helping.
Mm-hmm. Same.
All right, as you guys run up to help, see, you guys are all coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes,
sir.
As you're running up, at first she spins around and she seems to have like a wooden staff in her hand, and she begins to grab this holy symbol, but sees you guys running up and sees a hell rider with you, and you don't look like devils, and she goes, "Oh please, oh thank God, other people, please help! This building collapsed on some poor folk here."
Harlan helps.
Yeah,
All right.
Cap helps move all the stuff.
I don't have
Like,
much
Every
strength.
one
use
of
that
you-
strength.
Can go ahead and make either an athletics check, an acrobatics check, or an investigation check, whichever you think would be most helpful.
Probably athletics.
Harlan's not thinking about looking. He's just digging.
God damn it, dice.
Max is going to investigate because
Cap rolls his
This is a
ankle.
Yeah, Cap, you try to rush into help, and the crack in the ground, you're like, oh! But other than that, you Lulu, who's not here on the map, goes, "Oh, darling, you all right?
I'm okay, Lulu.
Okay, bless your heart. You're trying to help."
Oh no.
I love you, Lulu.
Oh no.
Max, with your investigation check, you actually help Harlan, who's attempting to do like the heavy lifting here. You can direct him at the best place to pull like rubble away, to make sure that the building doesn't collapse any further on these people. And between your two successes, you manage to get these people out from the rubble without harm coming to them.
Derva lifted a
And
stick.
so,
yeah.
Don't.
Bosses
Harlan and
Emos.
Max do the jumping in the air high five with
We
both
do.
feet.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what we do.
and
And we're
you
holding
see,
peace signs up. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
map.
Max looks around afterwards. Nobody saw that, right?
Everyone saw it.
Everybody saw it.
You
I have
see,
pictures.
what appear to be a male and a male and a female dwarf. Kind of not dissimilar looking to this woman here, but they appear to be wearing more plain clothes, not like robes, like priestly robes or anything like that. They seem like more common folk, dwarven common folk of the city.
What's up, plebs?
Damn.
I
What?
don't know what you mean by that, but thank you for saving us. My name is Storvin Ironfist. This here is Carta Boulderstern. And this woman approaches you all. I'm Vakera Vicara Ashenwell, thank you so much for your help. And I'll
Harlan is overwhelmed trying to remember these names.
yeah, I'm gonna put them out here.
I'm just. Can I call you V?
Sure, he saved us,
Cool.
so. Boulders, German.
Storvin, well met.
But she says, to you, I am an acolyte of the god Morden, and I was trying to go find people to help. I heard that there's refugees over at the High Hall, and
We're headed
I
there.
was trying to gather as many. Oh, excellent! We'll go with you. I was trying to
Right,
find as many as I could.
Max is impatient to get to the fighting, and she gestures towards the steed with the women and children and says, "We're gathering our rescuees back there. Can you fight?"
Take up the rear. Stay near the fancy elephant.
Vilcora looks at you and says, I'm not much of a fighter, but I am a healer, so I can help in that regard.
Perfect.
Good. And she looks at the two dwarves and says, "Can you fight?"
I've been known to swing a hammer in my day, but those days are gone. I mostly do labor, but times like these. And,
Harlan walks
the
up to
other
them
one
and
says,
asks them,
was
while we
nod.
pass ruined buildings, look for shit that can help us fight. Be our lookouts.
Aye, we can do that, can't we, Katra? And Katra gives a nod. Aye. And they'll start to head back. And
And
Vicara
before they go,
will-
he's just like, if you find anything useful, let me know. I got a big bag. You can put shit in it.
they'll go, understood, and kind of fan out to start searching some of the buildings and nearby rubble.
Derva helps.
Did you say this this person's a worshiper of Morrigan?
Moradin.
Would Cap recognize?
Yeah, go ahead, roll religion check to see how much you know. With the 12, you would know Moradin is a fairly well-known deity. It's the god of the dwarves, and
Okay.
is kind of like the chief of their pantheon.
Okay.
He's also like a deity of the forge, so you would know him quite well.
Okay, cool. I was looking at a different Morgan than
Yeah,
that
this is
deity.
Moradin.
Like Mori. Yeah.
Here, I'll drop it.
There we
Moradin.
go. Morden. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so you can look that guy up. But yeah, you would recognize that immediately as like of the forge. Go ahead and make investigation checks for me there, Derva.
And she's opening all the doors.
These ones are
I
safe.
got an itching.
Oh,
Searching through, this appears to be the House of Commoners.
Okay.
You don't find much of use. There's just some general like kitchenwares, things like that. The bedroom has some nicer things like a pelt and a vanity mirror, so they might have been decently well off. But you see that the personal belongings in a lot of these things have been taken very quickly. So anything that was important to these people has been grabbed and run away with already.
is there anything that they can use as weapons, like pans?
I mean, there's definitely like inside of the kitchen, there's some knives and things like that, like butcher's knife and stuff like that. Some basic things that you wouldn't normally use for combat, but in a pinch could be useful.
While Derva is away from everybody, she wants to look at her note and just ask, "Are you still there?"
You look at the note and you see it replies to you with the word yes.
Okay. I come back out.
Riddle's diary knows everything.
I know, right?
No, I was thinking of more of the she what was the one that said I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. The
Oh, the Marauders
Oh,
map?
the Marauders map.
yes, that's every
That's
time you bust that out, that's what I think of as the Marauders map.
Maybe it's
That's
like a
fine.
mixture of the two.
Oh wait, no. While I'm in here, I want to ask it one more thing. Where can I?
Driver runs back in. No, I'm just kidding.
Where can I find Max somebody to kill?
It says person or devil. It asks.
Evil.
It says right down the road, and at this point, you guys hear the marching of devils approaching you
Which way?
Yes.
from the
Max.
north.
Put fingers on the bows, ready to go.
Harlan
All right.
starts moving that way. He's drawing his weapon.
Before you move that way, I'm gonna go ahead and set up our initiative here. Because they're rounding the corner right now from around this street corner to the north, and you see them all turn the corner. As Derva was reading her paper, Derva, you would be back in here because you
Okay.
said specifically you were
Yep.
inside reading the paper. So go ahead, click your tokens for initiative, and I'll put these boys on the map. Some of these guys you'll
God damn.
recognize.
The dice is not in Cap's favor.
Oh, Jesus.
Sometimes
blow on
it
'em.
do be that way.
First he rolls his ankle. Now he
No.
trips into initiative. In
trips into initiative. What the fuck? Is that a demon baby?
Is that a demon? Ah!
Ah!
Sorry.
That's a devil baby, baby.
Devil baby. Is that a devil baby?
Why, yes.
You can hear it yell, "Not the mama!" at the back.
Everyone run!
It's Chucky.
And you guys realize quickly to the south of you, 3 more of these are closing
Oh,
in.
motherfuckers.
They're just. Are these imps or?
No, these look like the demon. Devil boys.
Oh, God,
That's a
that's-
baby.
This is what you see.
Loud.
That is a
little
devilish
bit.
thing. I'm glad I'm inside and can't see this because I might have thrown up.
I have to double check that I set these guys free.
What if Derva like makes this baby cry? Like, will it have effect?
Fuck yes!
We'll see.
Oh my God.
Just cries out, "No, no, mama."
Shut
Alright.
the fuck up.
It's Mortimer. Let's get Rhea in there. Let's go ahead. We'll get Volcora. She is an acolyte, so we'll roll her off that. Then we got our spiny boys. 1, 2, 3. And then we got these boys. The baby boys.
Oh, there's more baby boys. Okay. I see them down there now.
Yeah, the ones in the bottom.
I mean, we wanted to
It
fight.
looks like they've pincered
did.
you. Because you guys have been very loud going through the streets.
I've been
Well, we were
singing
looking for a fight.
some
Just loudly screaming, "Who
Adele.
needs saving?"
We are here to save you.
We're rolling in the deep.
Oh, rolling in the deep.
Does Derva have a lute, or what instrument does Derva play?
Yeah,
I thought she
Derva
had a
has a
lute.
lute. Yep, I got a lute.
She
Okay, so
whacked
you
someone in the head with that?
Just jamming.
I have a dented lute.
At the start of this combat, Derva, your piece of paper, as you read it, and it says just down the street, the letters quickly shift and say, "You were a little too loud," and little smiley face draws on the paper.
Oh man, if
you
I
have
didn't
initiative.
love you so much. Ah, I dash outside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, so right here. And hold on, I just want to see which way I look first. Just rolling this real quick. Alright, so I would look right first. I see them down here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30.
And the dynamic landing mode is never turned on this map, so let me go ahead and fix that real quick. There you
I
go.
was wondering what was going on there.
You should have said something.
I thought
Honestly, I didn't
thought it
even
might have
notice.
been
I
your
didn't
thing
even
that you
notice,
gave
to
me.
tell you. Yeah.
It's okay.
I
That's
didn't
my
even
bad.
notice.
Okay, so I look right first. I see right. I shoot right. This guy right here, 'cause you don't have him. You don't have him colorized.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
This
go ahead
guy.
and throw some colors on them.
This guy gets to go and cry himself to sleep.
He gets to go. Oh wow, just straight up telling the babies to go cry.
Which guy?
Go get your mama.
She's going
No.
for red to the south, and so
Yes.
wisdom save.
They're babies. They're not wise at all.
As far as you know.
I've never used
They're
these guys
babies.
before. They do have magic resistance, so it's got advantage.
Fuck.
The way I roll initiative. I didn't want to put that. I wanted to hit wisdom. There we go. 17 succeeds.
Cool.
Let's go with the first number. Let's go with 13.
50 is still.
Yeah,
I
it's still
know.
would have
was the
I know.
Shit.
Notably, these kind of, for their baby faces, they are still like well armored, and they're each wielding a halberd. So this large polearm with almost like an axe end head to it. And you see slung across their backs are these large, heavy crossbows that each of them carry. And the baby face itself is just like this weird metal armor plate that's going over their faces.
Okay.
Creepy.
During I'm running out. I don't know words. I'm yelling, Max, they're here! And that's when I ran, casted that thing, I guess missed, and throw a bardic on Max. That's my last one.
Bardic inspiration on Max. All right, it's Rhea's turn. She looks north and then south, and then looks to Harlan. You want north or south?
Or it's like he's going south, baby.
All right, and she'll kick off and run north to intercept these devils. And she will take 2 swings at orange. Unfortunate. But a 20 does hit. Dealing with 10 damage to it. Or actually, yep, 10. She's two-handing it. Always sad when you see that the one-handed roll was higher than your 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She... There's a lot of guys here. She's going to burn her action surge and swing 2 more times.
Nice.
17. And
There we go.
a 19. Yeah, she's a champion fighter, so... She crits on a 19, which I believe I just rolled. Yeah, so she actually crits on the second strike.
Nice.
So
Nice.
first one will be 8. And then the second one's going to be 8 plus 10, so 18. As she cuts into this thing, it's already looking pretty rough. That burns her surge. Max, you're up.
Right. So, right between these two that are down here, these 2 dwarves, Max is going to cast Spike Growth between there.
Is that what that little X is?
Oh no, I put that
Yeah.
there for
Oh, okay.
my.
Yeah.
I put that
No.
there for where Harlan was gonna go.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I can, like, right in here-ish, I guess. Can you see that?
Okay.
That's where the spike trap is. Or spike
Kind of,
growth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of protect those guys and keep them from getting through.
You want to like
Roaches.
down here then?
Roaches.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
So I move a little purple square further down,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So you want 20-foot square. So something along this here.
Just up a little bit.
Just up a little bit.
Yep.
So like there.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then that way she's doing nothing. Leroy's
Yep.
gonna just wait.
Do you want Leroy to hold his action to
I
bite
want him to
something if it
hold
gets
his-
in range?
Correct, yep. So he's gonna hold his bite if someone comes within range.
Cool. All right, next up, it is this creature's turn. It's going to, I believe it gets 2 halberd attacks. Yeah, so it's going to swing twice at Rhea. A 14 is going to miss, but a 21 is going to connect for 6 damage. All right. It's the Spine Devil's turn. It's going to also fire at Rhea. It's going to make 2 tail spine attacks on her. So, 15 misses, 21 hits for a total of 7. This Spine Devil's turn. Gonna do the same thing. Trying to kill this fucking Hellbrider. Where the hell did they come from? Misses twice. Mortimer's turn. He goes, "Oh crap! Well, this isn't exactly what you call a great time."
Nonsense.
You're not kidding, Morty.
Embrace
Oh,
it,
what can
Morty.
I'm embracing
Embrace.
my lot in life.
Good job. Max pats him on the shoulder.
And he's going to reach out to Harlan and say, "Give him hell." Get it? And cast haste on Harlan.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So, Harlan, you are currently hasted, which means your movement speed is doubled. You get +2 to your AC. And on your turn, you get to take an additional attack or a different action.
Ooh, I can attack 3 times, guys.
Yep. So what he did to Ray last time, since you're the one closest to him, he does it to you. All right.
Hell.
So now that I've made my funny quip, 5, 10, 15, 20, good luck. As he walks
Morty!
into the house.
It just leaves.
Just dips out.
Marty!
Morty,
I'm
Morty.
here. I'm literally 10 feet away from you. Don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
Max does that I see you thing with your fingers, you know? Like, just like, I see you.
Velcora, on her turn, she is going to see Ray is getting hurt and go, "All right, well, a test of my faith," as she runs up behind, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds. And heals Ray for 5. And she'll use the last of her movement to, she's a dwarf, so she'll be at 25, so she backs away 5 feet. She does a little, she grabs her holy symbol of Moradin and infuses Rhea with a little bit of the light. And noticeably to everyone, and even especially you, Cap, because you've been casting these divine spells in this realm, the light that you guys have been firing out has been like muted. Like it's not as strong a presence here.
Interesting.
So it's
Perhaps we
like-
shift tactics.
Yes, Cat.
it's still been hurting them, but it's like the connection's harder to make to deities in this realm.
Would you say would Cap know if necrotic damage does anything different in this realm?
Go ahead and give me a religion check. You wouldn't have any reason to believe it would be affected
Okay.
differently than any of your other spells.
Okay.
You just know that your connection to the divine is weaker here.
Feel a sense of cloudiness.
Yeah.
I'm not at my
Uh,
peak, guys.
Are there meatballs?
It's this creature's
Sadly,
turn.
no.
It's gonna go 5, and it hits the spikes because it's not particularly intelligent.
Stupid baby.
Alright, so do 2d4?
Yep, 2d4. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna calculate its full thing. We'll take that first one, but it's difficult terrain, so it's 10, 20, 30. It is going to dash, use its action to dash. 40, 50, and it runs up to this person here. But that's its whole turn. So go ahead and roll another
3 times?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, another because I
4.
think the total is 4 squares. So yeah, so another 3. So 64.
You just imagine a baby devil just slogging
Yeah,
through
like
spiked
that's
growth.
terrifying.
Oh yeah, and
Like,
it does.
that
It seems
creates
to.
such a cool like visual.
Yeah, as the spikes are tearing through it, it seems single-minded in its purpose and doesn't care as it begins to bleed from its body tearing through the spikes. It just is this Terminator-like gait towards this person to kill them.
It's like that Phasmo
so-
baby.
21 points of damage as it rips out the spikes and it's pulling its halberd up in the air over this dwarf getting ready to strike them down. Apparently these foot soldiers are less in the grabbing civilians business.
They're more in the killing, maiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's this other spine devil's turn. It's going to fly 5, 10, 15. Over to here. And throw some spikes at the person it cast the spell to try and break their concentration.
Do I have to do a wisdom save or?
You'll make con saves if you get hit, but he has to hit you first. So
Gotcha.
he's gonna do 2 tail spines at you. A 16 and a 12. On your
And my
is that-
AC is a 16.
So the first one hits doing. So you are going to take 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it does hit you.
Okay.
So
not to do
7
wisdom
points of
save?
damage. Constitution save.
Okay.
Could you use Bardic on those?
She could, but she doesn't need to.
Okay.
The DC on that one was 10 because 10 is the minimum. But you do take that 7 points of damage. Harley, you're up.
Take a nap. Oh, do I maintain concentration, correct?
Yeah, so your spike growth remains.
All right. So does Harlan notice the spikes still there?
Yeah,
Was he
you
warned about
would
it?
notice them because you've seen her do it before, and you would definitely notice
All right. Harlan.
because your attention was southward, correct?
Yes, southward.
Yeah, so you definitely
Harlan,
saw Max do her thing.
Harlan sees this guy getting close to this dwarf here, and he's like, "All right, Chucklefuck." He's attacking this fucker 3 times. Let me get my shit. Hold on, let me check something. I want to say he uses his first extra action to roll an attack, but he's also using Divine Smite on it. Can he do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can apply Divine Smite on any of your hits. It just uses spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's a good time to Divine Smite.
Yeah, so that I Divine Smite my crit on that son bitch there. So let's see. I got
What
my
level is
single.
that Divine Smite? 1 or 2 or?
It's just one of my traits features. When I hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage, plus 1d8 for each spell. Okay, one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use it at first level.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and roll this. That's the extra 2d8. So the 8.
Go ahead and roll another d8 because it's a devil. And Smite does additional damage to devils.
Roll. So there's a 6. And then the regular attack here is
It's going to be
11.
And I believe your spear is 11. It's a
1d6 plus 5 for the one-handed attack.
17 plus. Harlan, in a very Spartan-esque stance, just drives his spear through the back of this creature that's attempting to harry the civilian. The spear pierces out through the neck into the bottom of the skull and kind of hits the metal of the mask before you just quickly rip it out, and it falls dead on the ground as the flash of light pierces its body.
Pathetic. Okay, so that's dead. I still have my regular attack to go. How much movement do I have left? It was doubled, right?
Yes.
I wonder if I can get around this shit here to get bound to the other two. Let's see, 10, 25, 20. How much did I move?
Move 25.
So I had 70 movement because that's doubled. So I had 45
So,
left.
Yeah, you have 45 left. 45 would get you in front of one of them.
All right, so Harlan's going to move down in front of Blue.
Okay.
Around
So you
this. Circumvent all that shit, and then he takes his double attack to Blue with his remaining action. That's awful. It's 1, and there's 25 on the second hit.
That one will hit.
9 damage.
Nice.
how does that even make
As
sense?
you guys watch Harlan do much what Rhea did, run up, immediately dispatch one foe, go flipping around full tilt around your spike growth max, and then stab this guy.
I
It's
love
Faerunian. It's Faerunian Ninja Warrior, guys.
It really
there
is.
we go. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
See, haste is a great spell because it helps
He
you
is
tease
seething.
really well.
He is seething. He's got the C4 buzz. Like he just took some pre-workout. He's just like,
Like almost foaming at the mouth, but not quite.
you just see him jittering a little bit.
He's got the C4 buzz, he said.
As you start to get very, very angry at these individuals, you watch almost like watching a marionette spin. It kind of quickly turns in your direction. Little baby head shifts a little bit to one side, and it begins to move into you to immediately
Creepy
attack
sumbitch.
you.
Creepy sumbitch.
It's going to take 2 halberd swings at you. 11 and a crit.
Missed the first one.
The first one's going to be... ignore that. I actually did almost do max damage. It's 11 plus 10, so 21 points of slashing damage.
39.
And then that's its turn. Immediately after, this other one gets up and flanks you and brings its halberd down twice as well. 20 to hit, and then another crit.
First one misses.
The second one does 15 points of slashing. And
Harlan didn't give a fuck.
again, to anyone who's confused, who might be watching this, the way I do crits is you get max die in your first roll. So they hit really hard, which is why I gave everyone lots of health. But they get the benefit of that. Yeah. When you guys crit, it does the same thing to my monsters. And I go, well, gosh darn, I guess he's dead.
Correct.
I mean, I did crit one.
Yeah.
It did just kill one of their friends.
True. So, and they recognize that, and these seem to be more warriors than anything. There's no banter. It's just facing off against you, ready to die. More the fight Harlan's looking for, I think. Cap, you are up.
All right, cool. It looks like Harlan is. Oh wait, shit! I don't think healing word actually reaches him. I don't think it does.
It's is it 30 feet?
Yep. Yeah, that's double. So I could walk to him and then do it, but well, shoot, he ain't got nobody else, so I might have to do that. Let's walk to 30 feet.
I got you,
I
Cap.
don't know exactly what square that is.
I can heal.
Oh, I mean,
You guys
Yeah,
glance
we-
over at Harlan, and he is not concerned.
yeah. Well, he's not concerned, but he's doing rough. I don't know.
Yeah, he
Cap
rough.
is
He is.
conflicted.
He is not concerned. You know Harlan.
Okay.
I mean,
Cap gives a little flex of you're too far away, buddy,
oh,
and he
The flex of distance is made across the battlefield.
the flex of distance. Oh shoot. Am I close to anything? Yeah. Okay.
There's a
So
monster
I'm
right
gonna
next to you.
move. I'm gonna move to the devil next to me. I'm gonna insult his mother in infernal, and I'm going to inflict wounds on him.
Is this like your thing? As you look at it.
we heard about you.
I heard there was a guy screaming racial epithets at devils. And this, as you grab him. And he's barely hanging on. He's like, you're an asshole. He's saying that in infernal.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's on death's door at this stage as the necrotic energy saps the life out of him.
It's a much better roll, Cap.
And
You
it,
saved
yeah,
it for a good
right.
one.
I send the necrotic damage through him as I insult his mother.
Hell, dude.
It was you.
Anything else on your turn, Cap?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I can. No, I'm good.
All right, it's the civilian's turn. The Katra is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to here. And Strovin's going to go 5, 10, 15. Grab her. 25 and start like pulling her away towards the side to go hide. Derva, you're up.
Okay. First things first. Derva's gonna throw a cantrip. Where's it at? Vicious Mockery at Red.
Okay.
Say, go down, motherfucker.
Red at the top, the spine devils, or red to the south?
Red to the south. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby red.
Baby will roll with advantage.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Baby rolls 18.
All right.
Baby no care.
Baby no care. Baby no care. And then bonus action healing word Harlan.
Nice. 12 health to Harlan.
Got him.
Got him. Anything else, Girva?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Rhea, she's going to take a swing at this guy.
Swing.
19 is gonna connect. She's gonna. Damn! It's still just barely standing. She has to try and swing one more time. Take this thing out. 19 again. That'll connect. All right. She slashes once and buckles it to the knee, and then drives her blade into the neck of this creature under the armor, and then pulls it out. And she sees Cap's got this one handled and rushes up to this spine devil. And that is Rhea's turn. Max.
Okay. So first, Leroy is going to help out with Blue. Oh, why is he not up?
The lad.
My boy.
Glad
Blue?
lad.
Okay.
Silver Death slithers through the
Silver
streets
Death.
of El Terrell.
The mad lad, the silver death.
Once again, I have to move him a little bit so he gets in range.
Yeah.
Once again, in true Leroy fashion, sensing a creature on death's door, he slithers in, bites their neck, and slowly crushes their body to the floor.
Cap flexes at Leroy approvingly.
He
Leroy flexes his
flexes
tail.
to the point. I was just saying, Leroy flexes his body to the point he crushes the demon harder, or the devil harder.
That's great.
Yes.
Cap
Crushing
laughs
flex.
at his power.
It's gonna be his new move, is crushing flex.
I want crushing flex.
Flex. I love that.
By the end of this campaign, I want to know what Leroy's kill count is because it's going to be astronomical.
He's already at 32.
Leroy is a whole ass class after this.
He's a badass.
I mean, the
All
amount
right.
of dice that you need to roll for bite alone.
I know.
Right?
It's pretty impressive. It's like 3,000 that just pop up there. All right, and then Max sees Harlan down here, so she's gonna go after. Who's the one that's more hurt, red or blue?
The only one that took damage, it looks like, is Blue. You saw Harmon
Blue.
strike it with a spear.
Okay, so she's gonna use her silver arrow and go after red.
Okay.
I think she.
Of course,
I was
another
like, she
classic
tricked
Max,
herself.
a classic Max W. Get a critical hit. So that's going to be a total of 17 piercing damage. As you loose this silvered arrow, you kind of saw the weak part in the neck of the armor when you glanced at Rhea stabbing the other one, and so you catch this one right under that kind of like chin of the armor, right in its shoulder.
And I get another shot, don't I? Or am I good?
You get another shot. Go ahead.
All right. This is just a regular arrow, though.
Okay.
But hey, maybe she'll use the same spot.
Close, but not as close. It hits though.
It is.
So 5 points of damage. As again, same thing with the other devils you fought. This one appears to be resistant to normal damage.
Yeah. And
All right.
that is it for me.
This man, I hope I said his name. They're called Maragons. He's dead. This spine devil is going to fly over to Rhea and is going to do a flyby. So he doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. He's going to fly by her to strike her and land up on this roof. And that'll be a bite attack and a fork attack. Neither hits. And as he's starting to fly away, Rhea actually has a sentinel, so she can take attacks of opportunity on things that you normally can't. But the devil didn't know that, so she gets to swing.
She's like, not today, bitch.
As it thinks it's safe flying out, she manages to catch its wing, but it flies up to the roof. It goes, taking 6 points. All right, it's this other Spine Devil's turn. It's just going to bite and fork at her as well. Missing both. And it's going to similarly fly away up onto this rooftop. The rooftops are about 10 feet up here and about 20 feet up at the higher points.
Okay.
So they're on the lower ones right now.
Yeah, so they're about 10 feet up each. It's Mortimer's turn. He's going to peek his head out. All right. Harlan's got a lot going on there. And there's things up on rooftops. What am I looking at here, Dev? What do you think? What's the play?
Well, you would have known if you weren't hiding in the house.
Morty,
Yes, I am a very cowardly person.
Morty, take the ones in the sky. Our melee people
Right.
can't hit them.
Take out the sky. Here we go. He's just going to fire
no.
4 missiles.
Did
this
Harlan
way.
did Harlan hear him Morty say he was cowardly?
Yeah.
Harlan flexes disapproving.
Would that be like a downward flex?
It's just
A sad flex.
Sad flex.
Morty, you can't say things like that out loud.
no, he
I'm
he
sorry.
unflexes a little bit. That's what
Yeah, I was
he's.
gonna say,
I
he-
see.
he
I see.
relaxes his
Harlan's.
muscles.
Yeah, Harlan's relaxing down there. You're right. I should stay in the thick of combat and risk my life at every turn. Here I go.
Thank you, Morty.
It's
Look,
Maxim,
see,
yes, you
Harlan's
should.
getting hard again. It's great.
That doesn't sound right.
second
Tony.
level at this guy.
That's not
Harlan-
right.
He's
This
taking
is Durba.
Harlan
the
is
missiles
erect.
go. The missiles go a little errant because he's really feeling bad about himself, and they only hit for 9 damage this time.
Harlan, are you hard again?
I'm always hard.
All right.
Are you ready to
Well, with
go?
the last of my movement, I will stand in the little middle of the battlefield.
Harlan's so
No.
hard.
Hey, Morty, no. Durba,
Of
shut
course.
the fuck up.
Max says you didn't have
Velcora-
to take it that far.
Velcora hears
muscles.
the call to take out the flyers, and she's going to cast a Sacred Flame on that one.
Who cast
Ooh.
Sacred? Oh, the cleric.
Yeah, the acolyte who's with you.
What is that?
What is that?
I don't know. But it has to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Harlan's
Yes,
muscles
yes,
got in the
yes.
way of his spell attack. His repeating attack.
I don't even know what that is.
It actually fails, taking 5
Oh.
points of radiant damage.
Fuck
As
it.
it's barely holding on, she grabs her symbol of Mordin and says, "Speak on with you, devil." And it's
Tap adds to that prayer.
I'm not. She speaks infernal too. She goes, "I'm not going to say any curses at it though."
Tap says fuck them bitches and infernal.
Oh, all right.
Talk about its father.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Harlan, it's your turn.
Harlan shrugs off the pitiful blows of these 2 babies, and he's like, "You want
Well.
the fight? You want, is it?" He casts protection from good and evil himself.
Right. I have a thing for this.
So got my thing again with them disadvantaging on me. I think.
Alright.
I don't know. Are they fiends?
I mean, you can do a religion check if you'd like.
He doesn't have, and they're big babies.
They're babies.
Big bibbers.
Babies
He
are
still
It's
casts it.
more like they're large, heavily armored individuals with these weird baby face masks.
perfect.
Yeah, he still casts it. He's just like, we're in hell. It's whatever. And then he, as a bonus action, he pops a healing potion.
Alright. You armor up and heal.
Don't you have 3A? I thought you said haste, or was it just for the 1 round?
You would be able to take your normal attacks. Oh no,
Oh, is
he
that
used. You would be able to take one more attack because your
okay? So that's
action.
I thought that was
Yeah,
just the first one.
yeah. You can
So
do an attack. So
I want
go
to
ahead
pop.
and roll an attack.
So I heal for 8 there. I'm going to delete one of these real quick. Boom. Use healing. And then I guess I'll just which one did I hit before? Blue.
I think you
Uh,
hit blue. Yeah.
blue. Yeah.
I'll pop blue on 22.
That hits.
Nice.
11 damage.
All right, it's their turn. It sees you cast a protective ward on yourself, and it's going to attempt to knock you prone. So it takes its halberd, goes into your legs, and tries to lift up to knock you prone. So it's going to make an athletics check, and you can make an athletics or acrobatics check to avoid it. I believe it's just straight strength for them. It was a 9.
15.
Okay. It's going to use its second attack to do the same thing and try and knock you down again. 6.
Not very strong babies.
It's a
Oh, they're
weak
rolling
baby.
low.
17.
He's getting lucky. It tries to knock you prone, but sees you got good footwork, so this one, the other one's going to just take 2 swings at you. The 13 and a turn. Both will mesh. What's their go? Cat, you're up.
Marlon flexes. Pathetic.
Does he flex as he jumps over the
Actually,
attempt?
Alrighty.
as he's, you know what? Actually, real quick, let me make a roll for these guys. Nah. They'll stay put. Cat, you're up.
All right. I'm good to go.
Yep. I just wanted to
Alright,
see if they determined that he was a pointless target and go after other people, and they didn't.
All right, cool.
I'm too
Let me
amazing. You
just
can't take your eyes off
check
me.
Action. There's a bonus
They're
action.
enamored with you.
All right, we're gonna do first level healing word on Harlan as a bonus action first.
You are 60 feet away. You'd have to move 30 feet to get down.
Healing word says range 60 feet.
Oh, I thought you said it was 30. Okay.
No, 60.
Okay, yeah, you're good. So 7 points to Harlan.
Cool.
All right. And then Toll the Dead is also 60 feet, so I'm gonna do that on red. Or
Right
wait,
down south.
Yep, down south next to Harlan.
Okay.
Have they taken damage?
Red has,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, they
Both
both
of them
have.
have.
Whack. But there's my move.
Ooh,
He fails,
yeah.
so he takes 13. These guys do
Oh, he
not
did
have
fail?
magic.
Wow.
Yep, they don't have
That's
the magic.
probably
Oh wait, I'm wrong. They've got magic resistance. Never mind. Add that health back. Might be. I was looking at the wrong sheet.
I was gonna say.
So
that's
is
Sorry,
necrotic?
brother. Sorry,
yeah, that's one
brother.
of the strongest hitting spells I would have done.
Yeah.
Necrotics?
Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro.
All good, no worries.
I was like, I thought these had magic
Oh, wisdom
resistance, and then I
save.
realized I was looking at the acolyte sheet. Not theirs. Oh, never mind. There's their magic resist. We're cool.
All right, yeah, I think that concludes my turn.
All right, the dwarves who don't have any weapons just kind of huddle up over here and kind of get under the overhangs to protect themselves. Derva.
Alright. Sturva. Alright. Derva's gonna move up. And let's see. Yeah, throw her dagger up to green.
All right. That hits. You hurl your dagger snicker snack into this thing's skull, and it slumps off the roof onto the ground.
Finish my movement to pick up my
Nice.
dagger.
Yep.
And that's it.
Dagger retrieved. All right. Rhea's turn. She sees this spine devil up here. She's going to sheath her sword and pull out her heavy crossbow and shoot at it. She's gonna crit the fucker.
Oh, of course she does.
Fuck yeah.
So there'll be 20 points, but it is a regular weapon, so it's half the 10. But that's a huge hit from a normal crossbow on these guys.
Yeah.
Jesus.
As she's in full war mode here on her home turf and is trying to exterminate these devils as quickly as possible.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And she's reloading her heavy crossbow at the end of her turn.
Little did we know
Matt.
that the NPC would be the actual protagonist.
No.
She's my favorite. Sorry.
She's on a quest, and you guys are on a much grander quest.
We are simply side characters.
Yep.
No, please don't say that. That makes me feel bad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Tyler,
it's how
we're-
we want it.
No, we're fully invested in Rhea's quest.
Rhea must. Rhea, the best girl, go.
This is not descent into Avernus.
This is the
It's-
ultimate version of your players adopting an NPC.
Right. They're more important than us. Please don't say that. You guys should. No.
Well, it wasn't it evident by the one day when we got fireballed and everyone was just working to save Rhea. Like that was
Yeah.
all we
Everyone
focused on.
Save
Here,
Rhea.
Take my potion.
She's the party's adopted daughter at this stage.
She sure is. She sure
Take my
is.
hands. My lay on hands.
You're my girl, Rhea. Okay, so
Alright.
Max is going to try and dispatch the little red flying thingy, spiky dude.
This is bitch.
Yeah. Just a regular arrow.
Regular arrow. Regular arrow. Regular arrow. Hits for 4 points.
And it's still standing, isn't it?
Yep, still standing.
Okay, just gonna try and one more time. This should do it though.
A classic Max W.
Classic.
The exact amount of damage you needed because it would be 16 total, halved to 8, which is the remainder of his health.
I love
As
it.
Max sees this thing, Rhea shoots it like right in the shoulder and it's bleeding badly and it's starting to take off to fly away, and Max keys in on it, clips the other wing, and as it's kind of falling, catches it right in the neck as it hits the roof and slides off again down to the ground.
Beautiful.
All right.
Alright.
Well, anything from Leroy, or is he staying put?
No, he's too far away. He's gonna just move forward a little bit. So he's gonna go about right here, just in case anybody moves.
Slither boy.
Anyway, would have been my spine devil's turns, but they're dead.
Fuck your devils.
Mortimer is looking at what's going on south. He's going to go. You're too close for that. You're too close for that. All right, well, I guess it's another classic magic missile. It's like he has
Classic.
these really good spells that he just cannot use because everyone's too close.
Gone are
Oh, Morty.
the bonfire days.
6 points. Oh
Classic.
gosh.
Who was that to? Red or blue?
It was to Red.
Okay.
And then he kind of walks up and goes, "Look, I'm in the combat, Leroy. Look at me."
Leroy, if he just raises like his little spined eyebrow, it's like it's about time. Jeez.
All right. I don't know if that's an approving look or a disapproving.
It looks
It's-
very approving, Morty. From back here.
It's hard to see a snake emote, you know?
Max says it's a bit of both.
I think as long as it's not strangling you, you're fine.
True,
point.
true. Lacora's turn. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to here. She's going to Sacred Flame. The red one. Has to make a Dex save. It does have advantage, and it succeeds with the advantage. Harlan.
Which one's looking weaker to me?
They're looking relatively the same.
All right.
Maybe the red.
Harlan's gonna attack Red with his extra action. And he's going to expend Divine Smite on that as well.
Okay.
So I'll lock off one of my spell slots. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and hit with. Oh wait, oops, wrong button. That a 7 plus a 2d8
3d8 total because it's a devil. So
plus
another
the
d8.
So 2, so 16 damage.
It is still standing.
Jesus.
All right, that's fine. I've got 2 more attacks. I take another regular attack at it.
Okay. That
24.
hits. Any amount of damage will kill it. It's got 1 hit point as you drive the spear through.
Dead, and then my last attack on the remaining dude for 20.
That hits.
Jesus.
And that'll
Beast
be
mode.
10 damage.
10. Boom. All right, staying put.
Staying put.
All right, Marion is dead off the order. Blue's the final one. It's going to continue the assault mindlessly. 16
That is a
to
miss.
hit. And a 10 misses.
That is a miss.
And it's just singular focus. Unlike the devils you fought earlier that were looking for routes to flee, these things just stand their ground and attack almost mechanically.
Harlan yells out, "Hey guys, these things are stupid."
Okay.
Alrighty. It's time. Green has not taken damage yet. Yes.
Green's dead.
The only thing left
Wait,
is
I'm
the one
sorry,
next to me.
blue. Blue.
Blue has taken
Sorry, I meant
damage,
blue.
yes.
Blue has
It's
taken
been hit.
damage.
Yeah. So if you want
What's all the dead?
yeah.
It's
You
been
and me,
pretty
Cap,
hit.
we've got go-tos.
And it does jack shit.
Oh, sorry, magic resistance. He resisted
Oh,
you.
sorry, magic resist. Fuck me.
Fuck a doodle do.
All right, I'm gonna run towards it because, yeah, I need to do something else.
And at this
Switch up.
point, Max is dropping concentration on the
Spikes.
spikes.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
Now she
disappear.
realized it's stupid.
My
Hey,
spikes.
it tore up that
It
first
tore
one
up that
pretty
No.
good.
green. Yeah.
No. Now that she realized the babies are stupid and won't
Oh,
come at anyone.
Well, the funny thing is, if Harlan didn't charge in, both these guys straight up would have walked straight.
Oh
through
yeah.
them. Like they're that dumb.
So are they basically like sentries?
We'll get to that. Actually, did you do a religion check on these guys yet?
Well, we might as well. No, I don't think I have yet.
No, he did them on the spiky voice.
Feel free. You can make a religion check.
15.
A 15. The Maragon. Here, I'll give you. I did bring up that Maragon. I want to read for you the text. You would know that the Maragon are creatures that are made with the souls of fallen soldiers, mercenary, and bodyguards who served evil without reservation. These are people who chose the path of evil and damnation. They are the faceless foot soldiers of the Hell's Legions, and they're often tasked with the protection of the realm against intruders.
Gotcha.
So they are mindless foot soldiers.
Right. Word. It's good to know.
Right. The dwarves continue. Well, they kind of peek out because they see things are kind of falling apart for the devils. But that's their turn. Durba.
Alright, Durba's gonna move down here. And anything outside of 20 yards when I throw is at disadvantage, correct?
It's the furthest you can throw is 60, and outside of 20 is disadvantage, yes.
Okay. So then I will just go ahead and attempt to Vicious Mockery this blue one again.
Alright, wisdom. He fails, taking 3 points of damage.
Awesome. And then what is it? He disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes, if it gets there.
Yep. He'll sure have that disadvantage.
Double disadvantage.
Is
Oh, he already has
quadruple
it?
secret super disadvantage.
Gotta roll 18 times to hit.
Unfortunately, they don't stack.
Harlan notices that you guys are pretty much done back on the knees. Like, don't worry, guys. You can chill. This guy's mine.
Ray is not even gonna make it up there.
Ray's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Harlan, are you waving them off?
I'm waving them off. I'm just like, don't worry about it. This guy's a stupid idiot. You can see that he's kind of having fun while fighting these guys. Like, he's very
Rhea,
cool.
It's easy you're having fun. This is too serious to her. She's taking a shot. She's gonna fire the crossbow and strike it. Doing 5 points of piercing. She's loading up the crossbow.
Nice shot.
She gives a nod and she's putting another bolt. Max.
All right. Leroy wants to join in the fun, so he's going to come down because that's about 30 there.
The silver death smells blood in the water.
All Leroy's dice.
He misses, unfortunately.
Oh
He's
With a 12.
rusty. He hasn't been able to fight.
Doesn't got enough fingers. All right,
He
and then
snaps
Max
out
will-
missing. Hits. Regular arrow?
Yeah.
Okay, still
She
standing.
sees Harlan's gonna get it, so she doesn't want to waste a good arrow.
Okay. Do you want to take your second shot or no?
She's gonna hold off.
Okay. Mortimer's turn. He says, well, I'm not going to waste any more spell slots, I guess, so I'll just chill, because pretty sure my cantrips will do 0 damage. You got this, Harlan. Bakura is like raising an eyebrow and is just going to cast Sacred Flame anyway. For, he's a little
For one.
confused. Yeah, so it kind of just like sputters out. She's like, it'll make its dex save. It fails, taking
Tiny
1
sacred-
point of radiant damage. Still
Tiny sacred
alive.
flame. The
As-
confusion.
It doesn't even. Yeah, she's just like, what? What are we doing? We're supposed to kill it. Arlen, your turn.
Fuck it up.
Harlan
bud.
just looks at her. He's like, I am killing it. I'm just gonna roll all 3 of my attacks.
I want you to crit miss 3 times.
That's gonna
Oh
be
my
great.
god.
Oh, 1 miss. 2 hits. Alright, roll more than 3 damage.
Wow.
Arlen, how do you dispatch of this last Metagon?
We did it.
I keep stabbing it.
Just over and over again.
Very good.
I'm
I think
stepping on
it's
its corpse
dead.
and I'm stabbing it.
As you're like in a flurry of blows on this downed creature, can you go ahead and make a wisdom save for me?
Yeah. Quante.
Okay. You felt briefly almost like this bubbling, burning anger inside of you. That almost makes you lose complete control, but you remain with your faculties as you just continually stab this thing a few more times. It's down.
Would Harlan feel that it was like an unnatural urge to be angry?
Make an insight check.
Oh,
No.
yeah. He's
No.
just having fun with it. This is his showboating gladiatorial, like, show people that once he puts somebody down, they fucking stay down.
Oh my god.
And you achieve that. Rhea slings her heavy crossbow back on her back, and looks around the street and says, "All right, well, we should continue to the High Hall."
Max goes and retrieves a silver arrow and a regular arrow.
Because these things look so fucking weird to Harlan, like big babies, he's kneeling down and looking at the baby head as well.
Okay.
He's just like, what the fuck?
Do an investigation or medicine check, whichever.
The big
These are
girl.
big babies.
Big babies with big baby metal face.
He gets up and walks away.
Here's a better
Max-
overall look at them for you guys.
Max is gonna investigate too
Oh.
as she's pulling her hair. Oh, that's being a mouser. Oh, wrong roll. Sorry. That was
You intimidate it.
Intimidate.
You yell at its corpse as usual.
There
You
we
said
go.
we're gonna be heading north, so as Derva walks past this one, she'd like to kind of kick it with her foot and look at it.
You may investigate as well. Max, you don't find anything. You guys are rolling great investigations.
Great.
Yeah. I say
The one
I bring all
thing
the
you,
rules for combat.
the one thing you do kind of notice is like this metal mask that's on it appears to be bolted to the head, like with like almost like rivets.
Can I pull it off?
Make a strength check.
Oh, I have a -9. Oh,
And you do
Yeah.
see there is infernal script on the mask.
Not- Oh, go ahead.
You go to pry this mask off, and you actually manage to peel it off. The bolts kind of rend out of the skin and the skull, and as you pull it back, It is this bloody mess of a face behind it, vaguely humanoid, but devoid of skin and almost like horribly burned.
Hmm.
And it's kind of
Max,
got these milky white eyes.
ooh, Max gives, knowing that Cap speaks Infernal, calls him over to take a look at the mask, see if he can read it.
Cap runs over.
Cometh over.
I think
Cat,
while the
you-
guys are doing that shit, Harlan like falls over because of haste wearing off.
Oh yeah.
Casually,
yeah.
like,
Suddenly you
90
become
to 0.
lethargic.
He just gently eases to the ground.
No, I think he
Is,
just falls backwards because he doesn't know what's happening.
One of my guys,
He
don't
just
worry,
falls
it's a minor
straight
side
on
effect
back.
of the magical spell that I cast upon you. It's just a bit of lethargy for just a moment. You'll be all
just like,
right as rain.
Guys, I think I've been drugged.
In a magical
Morty!
sense, yes.
Harlan nap now.
But looking at the mask, there are infernal runes on here, but they're like markings. So make a religion check, and I'll give you advantage because you do speak infernal.
Okay. No. Poop. And that's a little bit better.
Okay. You recognize one of the symbols immediately because you've seen it before. You see a mark that is vaguely a symbol of Zariel.
This is a mark of Zariel.
Yeah. And you would know the other mark on this helmet to be Avernus.
It's a. You said it was a Avernus or someone else.
It's like one symbol marks it as Zariel. The other
Okay.
symbol marks it as Avernus.
Okay.
Make anyone here can make intelligence checks on that.
Harlan is definitely not because he is passed out for a bit.
I'm not
Fair
around. Letting them do their thing.
With
Dervo, were you gonna-
that weapon that's available, are we able to pry that from their corpses?
Yeah, they're
Is that-
halberds.
Yeah. Can Max take them and give them to the two dwarves to help? Because I know that they said they have a history of fighting.
Yeah, they'll take the halberds. At least one of them seems proficient with them. This one, Stroven. The other one looks a little clumsy with it.
You'll learn.
Since we're in hell, do the devil's bodies stay here? Like, are they dead?
They do. And
Nice.
notably, Cap, as you're looking at this and kind of thinking about Maragons, you realize that the markings on this helmet indicate two things. First of all, who they serve. And second of all, what layer of the nine hells they're responsible for.
Gotcha.
So these Maragons serve Zariel, and they are responsible for the defense of Avernus.
Okay.
Which would track based upon their
Right.
nature.
Right. So lore-wise, I thought Zariel was not like our enemy necessarily.
We don't know what
l-
she is.
Yeah, what you know is she was an angel who fell from grace during her crusade to fight back the abyss, which are the demons. She pursued the demons into Avernus and brought the Hell Riders with her, and something that happened there caused her to fall from grace and became like the Duke of Avernus, so the Lord of it.
So she like switched sides, basically.
Yeah, something happened that caused her to flip, and you guys just
Gotcha.
don't know what that is.
Okay.
But that's like your current knowledge on Zariel.
Right.
But you guys gather up, and yeah, the bodies remain here. If you want to, you can also take 2 extra halberds to throw in your bag.
Yep. hmm In the bag of whatever Harlan has.
Holding.
The bag of weapons.
Yeah. Oh, weapons.
But Volcaro will go, well, thank you for saving us. I suppose we should be on our way to the High Hall.
Harlan gets up. I think it's been enough time weeping on the ground.
Lulu at the stage flies up and goes, oh, don't worry, honey. You're doing fine. Look at you. You killed all these devils. What a great deed you did.
God, I love Lulu.
Because of the mental haste drug, Harlan's just like, I did what?
Oh, darling, you went around like a crazy monkey stabbing all these devils. It's quite an amazing thing to see. Reminds me of the old days.
Damn. Wish I'd been there.
I mean, you were physically there.
You did great, Harlan.
You did awesome.
Good
Harlan.
job.
He
Max,
kicked
you
one of
wanna
the
hug?
babies.
Max pats one back.
Do you want to hug Harlan?
He just kicks one of the babies and walks away. He's like, he's looking at the dwarves over here, and they're holding spears and shit. He's like, why are you guys holding weapons? You don't need to be in the battle. You'll fall over.
I was given it by points.
They need to protect
Max, come on.
themselves.
Max, come on. These guys can do other things.
Max says they
Alright.
gotta defend themselves somehow.
True. Are these like ridiculously huge things way taller than these dwarves?
They'd be difficult to wield.
They would be difficult to wield for these two.
Yeah.
He says, how about a couple swords?
I mean, anything you want to give us, I can't say will be extremely effective, but we'll do our best and guard ourselves.
If you would like to have something that's easier to use, I can give you a short sword each.
Sure. And they'll hand you the halberds and take a short sword each.
I put 2 halberds in my bag, and I take 2 short swords out.
Let's put it the handy.
Yeah, man, I have a lot of shit in here.
Well, that's good. We're gonna need them. Hopefully, we can help the High Hall with all that.
Delete.
So are
But
you guys sticking with the 3 in the back there and coming with us, or?
Vilcora will look at you and go, well, I'm not much of a combatant, so it might be better if I stay with the others and heal anyone who's hurt.
Okay. So we'll
Cool,
put the
just,
dwarfs with the mom and kids, and you can stay up with
you
us.
guys just stick near the horse and the super cool elephant lady.
Yeah, don't worry, all y'all. I'll keep good track of you and, stay close to me and nothing really bad will happen to you. I promise.
What?
But they'll all stick close to Lulu the Hollyphant, who will fly over and protect them with whatever strange aura she seems to exude.
Perfect.
Harlan just yells onward.
All right, you guys gather your forces, and you begin to march further into the hellish landscape of Elturel. I believe that will be a good place to stop.